Respect to the city that blends in men's and tests.
Since 9/11, we're still living and loving life we've been given. Ain't nothing gonna take it away from us. We looking pretty and greedy cause in the city we trust. See in New York, I know a lot has changed. 2 towers down, but you're still in the game. Home to the many, rejected no one except the peoples of all places, wherever they're from.
Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, and Staten. From the Battery to the top of Manhattan. Asian, Middle Eastern, and Latin. Black, white, New York, you make it happen. Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, and Staten. From the Battery to the top of Manhattan. Asian, Middle Eastern, and Latin. Black, white, New York, we make it happen.
Radio Bad Boys, Opie and Anthony, are about to make their return to the airwaves.
Opie and Anthony were pulled from the airwaves 2 years ago after a sex stunt at St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Opie and Anthony are back, so why won't the FCC be able to touch them this time?
The duo has signed with XM Satellite Radio.
Their contract with Infinity expired back in May, but the no-compete portion is up until October.
No arrests have been made. Police are still investigating.
blonde one. Two so-called radio shock jocks.
Our society needs borders, needs parameters.
You dick!
They get their jollies by saying, let's keep pushing the envelope.
They were doing what they were paid to do. Shot.
Even when there are bucks to be made, there's a price to be paid in terms of the cultural degradation that we do not want to be associated with anymore.
Are you adequately prepared to rock?
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Pediatric diabetes. It was great. It was unbelievable. Hey, look. Natalie Cole, Beyonce, and Halle Berry. I made out with all three of those women. Unbelievable. You know, I don't know if you know, this has been my dream to have Sidney Poitier come here and sit here and talk to me. And I'm wearing him down. I'm telling you, I can tell. You tell. My 11-year-old was elected to the student council.
I hope she gets assassinated. little bitch. Little twat.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Enough.
Some of the applause breaks from Tony Danza's show yesterday. We're obsessed with the Tony Danza show.
That audience must just walk out with chop meat bloodied hands. Oh, we had to clap at everything. That stupid Dago.
Everything he says, we have to clap.
You dullard.
Why do they keep turning on that applause sign?
Oh, God.
He's not saying anything, but they're making us applause.
It's like a special child doing something. You know, whatever they do, you got to applaud it. And he's quite the retard himself, so.
Oh, look, he smiled.
Yeah. I'm trying to string a sentence together.
Oh, Tony.
Hey, Tony, he did it. Takes words and puts them together and almost conveys an idea.
He's cute.
So then I took my Golden Gloves fist and put it right in Judd Hirsch's Jew nose.
Oh, Tony, come on.
He means it good-naturedly. Of course he does.
All right, we're here, and thanks for checking us out. Thanks for turning on your XM satellite radio. We got to say hi to all the new listeners every morning, right, Anthony?
That's right.
As the show gets more gooder.
As
we slowly but surely put our radio careers back together.
Right, gluing it back together piece by piece.
Piece by piece. We have lots to do today. I'm looking at our one sheet, Anthony.
The one sheet.
One sheet, yes. Of course, the Sox and the Cards go at it tonight. In the NFL, Monday Night Football, according to the intern.
Let me see. The intern makes this thing up.
According to the intern, the Bengals beat the Broncos 23-10.
Hey, how about that?
How about the Bengals beating the Broncos 23-10 in Monday Night Football?
I didn't think they had it in them. They always look skinny in their videos, you know?
How many passing yards did Susanna Hoff have last night, you idiot? Jesus.
The Bengals? He wrote the Bengals.
Yeah. The Bengals beat the Broncos 23-10.
Was it a manic Monday night game?
Yes. Walking like an Egyptian over the goal line.
Wasn't a hazy shade of winter. What? That one didn't work as well, I know.
The Bengals. You do know it's the Bengals, right?
They walked like Egyptians right through the defense of the Denver Broncos.
Of course.
I don't like the fact that you know the Bengals deep tracks.
Not the deep tracks.
The other one. The winter one.
Hazy Shade of Winter was an old...
It was a huge hit. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It was a remake that was originally done by Simon and Garfunkel, or maybe Simon by himself, because... Sorry, it's not Sabbath.
Exactly. Why would I know that?
Sabbath. All right, also...
If you knew what she wants, it would be a touchdown. See, that's a deep track.
No, in your room would be a deep track.
Yeah.
That was a deep track. All right, well, congratulations to the Bengals. Big win last night. Jesus.
Susanna Hoff's at quarterback.
I thought I was half asleep for the first hour. My God.
Susanna Hoffs was pretty good. And, boy, surrounded by those other girls, she really looked good.
Yeah, some of them were beastly.
It's so hard to get a chick band together where they're all hot. I mean, Susanna Hoffs, front girl.
Bananarama kind of...
No, they were really a little rough around the edges. Bananarama looked great in their videos from a distance.
What about...
The second they walked a little close, it was...
What about Salt and Pepper?
No.
No?
Beasts.
I like big...
Beastly. Salt and Pepper. Mm-hmm. Ugh, just beastly women.
I think Eternal Flame's a good song. I like that one.
You like that one?
I do.
Eternal Flame?
Yeah. I wish I was on Tony's show because I would have said that and they all would have clapped.
You know what I like? I like the song Eternal Flame. That's a good song.
Yeah, Tony. That's great.
Hey, did you hear the Bengals won over Denver last night?
The Bengals, huh, Tony? You fucking retard.
Yeah, he would say that.
That show is like, it's like a goof, like somebody said, let me see how awful a show I can put together.
Oh, you just picture the guys in the pitch meeting. Guys, listen. We get this idiot, this blithering idiot on television to work a talk show. It's like those reality shows where the person doesn't know he's in a reality show. Who can we get? Who's the biggest retard in Hollywood that we could get to do this?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
It's Tony Danza, everyone. We'll prop him up in front of a camera, give him a little side kick, and he could do a talk show. He'll actually think he's doing a talk show, but we'll all be laughing at him.
I saw that show when it was called Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, before she turned into a big bull dyke, she was doing this.
Right.
It's the whole good-natured appeal to the Midwest women, the rubes, who remember watching him in Taxi.
Hey, Riga, I'm taking cab 5.
Hey, there you go. That's great. I remember that.
Well, we found a website. One of our listeners, the listeners are a part of this radio show. We call it the People's Radio Show, and they help us with show prep, which
That
means...
sounds communist, but I like it.
I know.
The People's Radio Show.
That means we don't have to work as hard.
There you go.
The key to Anthony and I is to work less and become bigger.
Work less, become bigger, more gooder.
More gooder.
Right.
So one of our fine fans turned us on to the Tony Danza website, where they just mock the TV show.
Yeah.
And,
Guy put together a bunch of clips. And
yeah, there's all sorts
awful
of sections, like Tony talks about things we don't care about. And here's a couple examples.
My daughter's a big reader, my Emily. In fact, she got 100 on her reading test yesterday. Congratulations, Emmy.
He's telling people that his daughter got 100 on her reading test. Like anyone cares.
And the Post, the Sunday Post gave this show a great rating.
Post, who cares? You know what that show needs? You remember in Scarface when that big fat thing is dancing on the stage and those two guys open up with semi-automatic weapons? That's what the Tony Danza audience needs.
A little gunfire.
Tony's standing there and they're shooting at his knees.
We'll be back after these words. I'm being shot. Angela.
Here's another example. Tony talking about things we don't care about.
By the way, for those of you watching Friday, my daughter had her SAT Saturday, and the feeling is, a little update, the feeling is she felt really well about how it went.
Yay.
So I'm very happy about that. Go, Katie. And I hope all the other kids that took the test also did well,
My daughter got laid for the first time. It was a prom last night, and her legs were akimbo in the back of the limo. She came home all stretched out with a little blood on her prom dress. Yeah, so I'm very happy she's entered the world of sex. It's great.
What a tool.
He really is a boob. My daughter passed her essay, whatever that gender is.
I don't even know what it is. A guy, a girl, I'm wacky.
It's nothing but uninteresting tidbits followed by hands hitting each other. It stinks.
Drivel, I think they call it. Drivel.
I wish everybody else a little luck. Wow, that was genuine.
Everything's good-natured. We hope everyone's life is fine and dandy.
You got to smile early in the morning, you know.
Of course.
Laugh in the world, laugh with you.
I like the applause break.
The applause break makes me physically ill. You know when you should get an applause break when you're like, so I was out with this chick and she wouldn't talk to me. I poured something in her drink. Next thing you know, she's passed out and I'm banging her. That should get the applause break.
I went to dinner with my daughters last night, and the waitress spilled my coffee. So I dumped the hot coffee on her tits. It was amazing. She screamed, and then I punched her in the face.
Where is that? Damn it, I got too many freaking CDs here.
I love this guy.
Oh, it's just, what an ass. And just...
It's so funny when you put it that way, Jim, that it's like a goof, like somebody put together a goof of a talk show.
Well, this website is hilarious. So there's another section on the Tony Danza website where they just goofed the show. He likes to say hearts, thoughts, and prayers.
This is his insincere.
Pretty much every morning he likes to do the
shout-outs.
hearts, thoughts, and prayers.
These are shout-outs to people that have had tragedy in their life.
Right. Ooh.
Yes, and he wants those people to know that my hearts and prayers and thoughts are with all these people. And it's so insincere because he says the same thing no matter what happened to these people. They're dead, they're hurricane, they're this, they're that. Same line.
Well, Sex Bagel put a little montage together of all his hearts, thoughts, and prayers.
Yeah, this isn't a loop. These are different times that he says the same thing.
I thought I sort of. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on the cue.
My thoughts and prayers are with Jim Norton.
Yeah, tripping on the word.
Tripping all over that one.
When I heard like a moment of this before, I really thought that they had looped the same thing over. I didn't realize these were different clips. That's how awful he is. I thought it was the same clip.
You can't even tell.
Disingenuous idiot.
Here it is.
Look, here in the USA Today, the two big stories. Ivan, this crazy hurricane.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. It's spinning all around and around. I don't think it has any thought as to what it's doing.
It's wearing a goofy hat.
It's crazy. It's wacky. It was wearing clown makeup.
Right.
What a crazy hurricane.
Spinning around in its clown makeup, picking up boys, tying them up and strangling them in Chicago.
Crazy hurricane.
Look, here in the USA Today, the two big stories. Ivan, this crazy hurricane, my gosh. So our thoughts and our prayers and our hearts go out to everybody down in Pensacola and Alabama. I mean, Alabama and Louisiana and of course
Nebraska, the hurricane capital of the U.S., Nebraska, and Colorado, the Rocky Mountains, hit with a lot of hurricanes.
Any state that ends in A that has incest in it, just applaud for them. Retard.
What is it, Alabama?
Pensacola?
And our own capital city of Saskatchewan is having problems with the hurricane. It's a crazy, zany hurricane.
Our hearts and our prayers go out to you, Jamie, and your family. They were killed the other night, and so our thoughts and prayers go out to their families.
My heart, liver, and kidneys go out.
Just over and over again.
Can we point out that the hearts and prayers should probably go out before the deaths you ask?
Yeah.
It doesn't help once they're in a
Now
box.
that you're dead, my heart's prayers and a casket, okay? Can we have our show sponsor a casket? The Danza casket? We'll have it put on the side while he's planted.
Colleagues, before I get started, just on a serious note, that hurricane, Ivan, it hit Pensacola pretty hard, so we're... we send out our thoughts and our prayers to the people on the Gulf Coast.
Pepsi-Cola, Coca-Cola, 7-Up, all of them are devastated from the, Pepsi-Cola? Where was it? You dolt.
I gotta go back now. Hold on. We're going backwards a little bit.
And their colleagues. Before I get started, just on a serious note, that hurricane, Ivan, it hit Pensacola pretty hard, so we're... we send out our thoughts and our prayers to the people on the Gulf Coast, especially in Pensacola, because it was pretty devastating. And anyway, and also we want to send our thoughts and our prayers out to Rodney Dangerfield. He's in a coma, but he's supposed to be doing better, which I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, he's in a coma, and that's great, everybody.
Yeah, a hand for
That's
him.
great, coma. Applaud for a coma. Because I've been in a coma for years, and I'm doing a talk show, so apparently it's not all that bad.
I think it's all the blows to the head when you were a fighter doing the Golden Gloves.
Oh. But I think our hearts and our prayers and one other thing, another hurricane for Florida. So our prayers and our thoughts go out to the Florida people. He was always an inspiration, and we send our thoughts and prayers to his family and all his fans, because he was really one of the good guys. I'm sorry about that.
These Florida
The last
people.
one was
I just caught that to the Florida people.
The Florida people.
What a dolt.
Another hurricane. It's like these things just, who keeps making them?
They're crazy.
They're crazy. They just keep coming back with different names.
It is unbearably awful.
Let Hurricane Tony come in and sweep your mind away. Yeah. Huh?
You pasta-headed idiot.
Hurricane Tony, it just blows Down syndrome all over the place, and you hear the sound of hand clapping as you get dumber and dumber.
Here it comes. Board up your windows.
And then there's a section on this website called The Real Tony Danza.
The real Tony Danza. This is where little hints of his actual personality show through.
Yeah, pop out a little bit.
I want you to know something. I think we should make one of each, a man and a woman, because I think the women are due to win tonight. They're due.
I hope so.
Huh? Is the cameraman just going to keep talking, or should I?
I know. He's got to pick.
I'm losing the stage, folks.
A little uncomfortable laughter there. He was
That
serious. Yeah, everybody, I'm all good-natured and stuff. Hey, fucking asshole, shut up or I'll punch your face in, all right? My daughter got an A on her test. It's great. If she didn't, I'd have hit the teacher in the twat. I swear I'd have punched her right in the ovaries.
You know, another thing. I'm on a roll.
Okay.
I want to
Keep it coming.
Come
Keep
on.
it coming.
What else you want? You want to talk about something? Tell me.
I was
Where you
talking
going
about-
tonight? What's the event?
Oh,
I don't care.
50 holidays.
No, I'm kidding.
That's how he feels.
He really
sassy.
You could tell what he's really like.
Let's see. What else? That's it? I'm done? You're
let's
telling
talk
me I
about-
have to move on?
I have that. Oh.
What? Go ahead. What?
No,
It's my show when it's live. Tough.
Oh, you know what he's probably like at home?
Awful.
Oh, man. You spilled my coffee.
I'm feeling pretty good, I got to tell you.
Oh. So, I don't know. It goes on and on.
Where's the closing song? I was listening to that one last night.
closing
You
song?
got that?
I never got
He
that far in
sings
the
a
show.
little tune.
Oh, this.
He sings a little tune at the end of the show.
Well, there's a whole category of Tony sings.
Ugh.
What the hell's going on out there? You hear that?
I don't know. The cameraman's
Hey,
talking.
the cameraman's talking.
Hey, Elmo's back to sing Monster in the Mirror, and we have some
Oh,
of his
no,
friends.
he's singing with
Hi, guys.
Elmo.
Hi.
He really is Rosie O'Donnell.
Saw a monster in the mirror when never woke up
Oh,
today.
my God.
A monster in the mirror, but Elmo would not run away. I want to go share a tear and
goodness.
leave beneath his bed. So the monster looked at Elmo and this is what he said.
He said, wubba, 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 woo, woo, woo. Wubba, 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 and a doodly-doo. Wubba, 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 so I sang it too. Do not wubba me or I will wubba you.
Wubba, 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 my wubba broke and I got a daughter.
Okay, I'm ready.
She does well on the SAT.
Told the monster in the
So you got that
mirror,
going
no,
for
I am
you.
not scared. Then I smiled at him and thanked him for the song that he had shared. The monster thanked me too, he smiled right back, and then the monster in the mirror sang his song again. He said, wubba, 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 woo, woo, woo. Wubba, 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 and a doodly-doo. Wubba, 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 so I sang it. Do not wubba me or I will wubba you. Do not wubba me or I will wubba you. We'll be right back, folks.
Wubba, 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 I'll wub your face in the dog shit.
I would have more respect for that song if it was called "There's a Monster in My Rain." That was horrendous.
There's a monster in my rain and I'm sucking.
Oh, wubba, wubba, wubba.
Wubba, wubba, wubba.
Wow.
There he is.
Here's another singing sample.
A
from
little
Tony.
ditty.
Okay, let me explain what it is. See, I hosted the Miss America pageant, but I'm bitter. I'm bitter because I didn't get to sing the song. So I was wondering if I could just...
You're going to sing the song for me?
I just want to...
Brother.
If I
Because,
could,
I don't mind hearing it again.
if I could just give you this, and if you'll take a walk down
I
our
would
red
love to
carpet,
do that.
and I'll do it.
Wonderful.
Okay. Please,
Yeah.
Ready?
There he goes.
There she is. Miss America. There she is, your ideal. With hundreds of beauties, she'll take the town by storm. With her all-American
Showcasing his
face
talent.
and form, and there she is, walking on air. She is.
Shut up! You're almost hoping for the wrong song to be queued up to watch him do a little Irish dance and walk off.
I had acid reflux.
Yeah, we'll get into the Ashley Simpson thing in a little while. All right, well, you get the idea. It's a pretty good website.
Can I tell you what bothers
Wow.
me about that?
Yeah.
It's this forced manufactured charm. It's like, look at how cute I can be doing something I know I'm not too good at, but I'm a freewheeling spirit.
Look,
folks.
I'm trying real hard.
Just good-naturedly having fun, and it's unbearably awful.
That's what America wants to watch on TV, though, bro.
That is true. He gets
getting
ratings.
It's getting ratings, and it's getting great reviews. So, the
hearts
Tony
and
Danza
prayers go out to people watching my show.
The Tony Danza link is now on FoundryMusic.com and OpieandAnthony.com.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so there you go.
Little Tony Danza. For some reason, though, we're fascinated by the program.
I can't stop.
Oh, we can't turn it off.
After the show,
watch it every
is
day.
over, we sit in the studio because
our
our
office
office is
isn't
not
done.
So we sit in the studio here and have a little after show hangout,
How are we
talk a
supposed
little
to
bit.
take this show to the next level if we don't have an office?
Right.
Well, there's 2 buckets, one of things you can control, and the rest with all your office supplies in them. That meeting stunk.
Oh, are you criticizing our meeting we had yesterday?
We had Eric Logan come into town and give us a little pep talk.
Little pep talk. Sat right here in the studio.
He really
because
doesn't
our office
know.
isn't done.
He really doesn't know who he's dealing with. He's giving us a little pep talk and using all this corporate lingo. Anthony and I are looking at each other going, what?
Nothing against Eric, but I nodded off twice. I was scared I was going to snore. And it's nothing against, anyone could be in here. Tony Danza could be in here with all his thrill and, okay, maybe I should pick someone else.
Yeah. Well, the applause would wake you.
Right. But I twice, I found myself opening my eyes and going, oh my God, how long was I out? Twice I did it. And then I had to get up, lean forward, and contribute something to the meeting.
Well, I had a lot of analogies. The 2 bucket thing.
A lot of corporate analogy talk. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 buckets. One of the things we can control, one of the things we can't control. Let's look at what we can do with this bucket. It was the worst.
It sunk in on you, though, Jimmy. You remember it.
Yeah, let's
I'll tell you
fill
why,
up the
because
bucket with the things we can control.
There are some things we can't control, and those just have to be put aside. Perhaps later they will go into the we can control it bucket. But right now, they're in the bucket of things we can't control.
Well,
how
there's
about
this
this,
other
Eric?
bucket that's empty over here, and that's the things that we can control.
See, one bucket has Jimmy's plummeting T-cell count in it. Those are things we can't control. And in the other one, there's condoms and things that he could have used. Right. Those are things we can control.
Right.
I don't care what bucket you use, Mr. Logan. Just get me one. I want to throw up. That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
One bucket has snot that a girl by Jimmy's bed has been puking up into it.
It was hilarious.
Oh, he just had all the corporate lingo and then the analogy he made.
I think we're just not used to people caring about our show and trying to bring us to the next
know.
level. We're used to just being our own bosses.
So we just do what we do.
And I think he's trying to maybe not control, but try to push us forward.
Contribute a little bit,
To his credit, I think he just wants to try to push us forward with
Right.
this radio show. And
help out.
And now that we're feeling a little more comfortable, we're starting to move the show forward. Right?
He made an analogy between the Yankees-Red Sox, which every corporate guy does in a meeting. You always take the topical event and spin it into an analogy that you could use to make your point. And Jimmy was not buying this analogy. I'm sitting here, and that I think is what woke me up too. Is because Jimmy just was fighting this analogy tooth and nail.
Because it was, I forget exactly how he worded it, but it was like he absolutely made my point without meaning to.
Right.
He was talking about, we were talking about, obviously, Sirius and XM and just, how you look at one. And he's like, well, the Red Sox won this year because they weren't thinking about the Yankees. They were just going out to win, meaning we should worry about us. And I said, no, the Red Sox won because all they thought about was the Yankees, and they built that team to beat the Yankees. That's why they got Schilling. And he's like, well, yeah, but this is different because we're kind of in mid-season. That was the worst recovery.
And then I asked, what happens if there's a rain delay? And it completely screwed everyone up.
Then
I started bringing a tarp out onto the studio because I thought it was going to rain. The ump made a lousy call, and all of a sudden we don't have an office.
And we don't even have a porch to run under.
And if we're going to go with this baseball analogy, how about you build our stadium so we can play ball?
Right. How about where's our stadium? We're stuck here in the dugout.
Right.
We don't even have a field to play on.
We're still in the dugout. Our office is a mess.
There's a security's chasing an Oompa Loompa around the bases. How did he get on the field?
Right.
Eric's sitting there with his bloody sock trying to make things okay.
So it was a nice rah-rah speech, and the first email I got right after the meeting was, guys, you will not have a production studio for the rest of the week.
Yeah, thank you.
So there you go.
That's going
to help us push the show forward.
I thought we were moving forward. All of a sudden, Eric comes in and says, guys, we can't edit anything.
We can't produce anything for the next 4 or 5 days. So.
And he said because the studio is down.
Yeah, the
studio's
down.
Studio.
There's no office, but, we got to move our game forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there was some good suggestions about maybe for the election, just go on live.
Right. Jesus,
That was a good one. I like that
Jimmy
one.
just has to say this.
Why?
Yes, there was a suggestion made that perhaps, but I'm not sure if this was a literal suggestion. I believe it was just, it showed the ability that this program has to go on for any event. He brought up one.
Yeah, let me just set it up really fast because we run this channel, this 202, this high voltage that we're still trying to change the name of. But
it's all ours, Toots.
Another thing that's not going anywhere. We want the channel to be Opie and Anthony's Virus or something that makes sense. But anyway, we run this channel, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants us to start looking at opportunities to just kind of pop on at other times of the day and do things.
For events.
Which we definitely want to do when we feel more comfortable with this radio show.
And they can also, he said, be opened up to the general population of subscribers on XM.
Right.
Instead of just the premium subscribers.
Yes.
If we did some kind of specialty program, they could open it up and give it out to everybody and turn everyone on to the Opie and Anthony show.
Right.
So one suggestion that was made, I think it was a random thing, maybe off the top of his head, was that we do an election coverage show on Election Eve, Opie.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, we come in here at maybe 7 o'clock at night, stay till midnight, and do a whole rundown of the election.
That suggestion made my back hurt. It's... First, is anybody going to be... Look, I know the election is tonight or tomorrow morning. Let's just flip through randomly and see if the block has been taken off any channels and anyone's doing a particular program week. No one would hear it. 3 people would hear it, and that's including us.
The election coverage.
Oh.
I believe it would be better if we did it in front of a giant Pop-Tart. Could you imagine? Now, why didn't he bring that up?
We could have a big map with the
election coverage
the red
on the
states
Pop-Tart.
and the blue states.
Oh, could you imagine that? Jimmy, let's throw it over to you.
And maybe producer Ben could tell me he's not going onto the election trail so I could pull little pins out of the map as I cry.
Let's go to Ben for what precincts have checked in already with the election results. With 98% of the precincts reporting in, we can absolutely report that George W. Bush seems to be the winner.
Oh, nice try, Kerry. That'd be a great show.
Yeah, and we could just stay till midnight and do a whole wrap-up of the election.
It'd be like that Mary Tyler Moore episode when they have to stay for election coverage because the machine breaks.
That was
and
really
Ted is there
good.
talking to a priest, and he's talking to the janitor till 4 in the morning.
You see, there's a bucket of things we can
control.
Mary, dip into the bucket of things we can control. You know, the Red Sox won because they didn't concentrate on the Yankees. It's easy to grin when your bucket comes in. Spalding, we're doing election coverage today.
And you got the election beat.
You'll vote for Kerry and like it. How about a Fresca? Danny, how many precincts are reported in, Danny? You're no gentleman. Hey, I'm no candidate either, all right?
Oh, that just...
made what
us
a
giggle.
meeting. What a meeting. I did notice some blood on my ankle during the meeting. My ankle spontaneously bled. My tendon came out of its sheath.
And speaking of buckets, I hope you slip in one filled with you-know-what.
Jesus. He's our boss. He's attempting to be our first boss. Give him a shot.
I was old Sammy Snooze.
Oh, you really were.
I was dozing in the chair.
What a narcoleptic ass.
We just don't do well with meetings. Never have.
The meeting would not have classified as an extravaganza. It's just awful. But like I said again, it might sound like I'm kissing ass, but Nothing against Eric.
I like
it's
the guy.
it's pretty much, I remember being in meetings with Ken Stevens over there at Infinity. Same thing. I can't stay awake.
Not really.
During meetings.
Eric didn't have. It's not the same meeting because Eric didn't have his bags packed and yelling and screaming that
he was quitting on us.
He's
Yeah.
quitting as our boss.
Poor Kenny should have quit.
Different. He should have quit. Yeah.
Should have quit on us. He would have maybe still had a career.
He would have got his severance at least.
Instead of being out on a little sailboat out there in D.C. Whatever he's doing these days, poor guy.
We love him.
Eric, take a close look at where Ken Stevens is right now and just be careful.
All right. Well,
Tends to happen.
So we're making the show more gooder.
More gooder by closing down our production studio for a week.
Right.
Why is it closed down, by the way, if I could ask?
Well, they're upgrading.
Okay.
It seems like something you should do on a weekend, but they're upgrading the
Nah, you're
the
better off
facility.
doing that Tuesday through Friday because you're not going to need
Yes,
it.
you are. You're better off.
By the
Tuesday
way,
or Friday.
remember when I said that all these cubicles will be gone?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's happening. We won. We're taking over this whole facility.
We're going to have the entire floor.
Yeah, we
So
won.
all those cubicles go. Room
We
for pinball machines and
won.
foosball tables.
Yes.
And Jägermeister machines.
Yeah, a full bar, a green room, a lounge,
How
a
cool is that
recording
gonna
area.
No place for bands to
Oh,
play.
yeah, man.
Master Poe checking IDs as like chicks come in.
Master Poe very happy today.
Oh, he came in ecstatic. Hey, guys, he got a skip in his step.
Now, I don't think he's allowed to talk about it on the radio, right? But
I think when he came in, he was skipping, and as he's skipping, he kicked the lungs out of a homeless guy with one kick. It was amazing. Just left him dead on the sidewalk. Love that guy.
All right, well...
Kickboxing with Master Poe today. He's going to kick me in the head and do some mental improvement.
Look how happy Master Poe is today.
Poe is
We're
so
just acknowledging
happy.
that you were happy you came in, jumping up and down, and...
He can't talk about it, obviously, but it's something I went through also a couple of years back where I lost half my money, but I was very happy when it was over.
Right.
So, Master Poe, congratulations.
Thank you very much,
I
gentlemen.
don't get how it has to take 3 years.
Oh, it has to, because the lawyer has to make money, Opie. That's why it takes 3 years.
We have to come in here and take half of your money and give it to your lovely bride who contributed to your marriage.
Oh, really, Dominic? Is that what it is?
If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be funny.
Really, Dominic?
Oh, boy.
Is that what
This
happened?
is the only time I get uncomfortable on the show.
Is that what
This
happened?
is the only time.
I have worked out Anthony's future income earning potential, and it is well within $500 million.
God, then we should be
Really?
Then we should be going to Sirius.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Really, Dominic?
Because look at what we're getting. Nowhere's near that.
Could you maybe inform the boss?
Right.
You know, and there's my lawyer trying to sell the fact that we could blow up at any time and not make any money.
Hey, if we're worth $500 million, we'll support that little doggy, too. What the hell?
Yeah, there
we
you
have
go.
no loyalty.
For 500 mil?
That company stinks.
That cutest little dog, though. I can't get over it. There's another ad today in Rolling Stone where the guy's driving with the dog. His little pal. And that's supposed to represent the radio in the car.
If your spots have gotten to the point where where you have computer-generated dogs in your car,
it's awful.
Driving around like it's a character dog that's supposed to catch on like Spuds McKenzie.
No, it's simple. There was AM, there was FM, now there's XM. See how easy it is?
You know what the next ad should have? A cartoon of a dog licking peanut butter off the dick of a skateboarder with his own radio show. Sucks. First, you have to balance yourself. Back after this.
They do have a skateboard show.
There's two buckets. There's one with us and one with a dog that's being taken into the gas chamber.
Wait till you hear about the announcement today that XM is going to make. Just proving once again that this is certainly the place to be.
Coming out with a satellite bucket?
Just
no?
Wait.
Assume there's some bucket announcement coming out.
When is that?
A bucket indeed.
Hey, when is that press conference? That means we get to have Eric Logan on the show again today.
Again?
Can we get Eric Logan on the show about the big announcement today?
Press conference is at 1.
1
that's
o'clock.
all right. All right, so we'll
Okay.
get him on.
We can't make an
It
announcement.
doesn't matter if he's here. We want him on the phone. He's got all the knowledge. We'll get him on later on today. Okay.
Sure we will. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to death.
Maybe we could break back in live Do a little bit of a press conference coverage. Why not?
And then talk about the election.
Just chat about it a little bit.
See, I want to do local election coverage, too. You're a councilman. You're a representative. Things like that.
He had the right idea, but the problem was that instead of like doing election coverage on election night, like we should just like go to a strip club and turn on the channel.
Oh,
you know, or broadcast from a bar.
Erection coverage.
Broadcast
at the strip
from a
club. I like that.
Broadcast from a bar in Boston during the World Series and hope we don't get shot.
Well, that's a good one too. Yeah,
that's the type of thing that our listeners would like to hear. You
I'm
know?
a huge Sox fan though, so that would be a dream come true for me.
Oh my God, Ashley Simpson! I can't get enough of this video. The Irish jig.
Oh, they keep showing it, even though she performed live last night on the Radio Music Awards.
And then you just thought about yourself, walked off stage, and made your band sit there and eat it. Oh, you're just the best.
Look at these guys.
You're just the best. All right, we'll give you the Ashley Simpson update, Anthony, in just a few minutes here. We're going to take a break. Also, Grand Theft Auto comes out today.
Well, we can't get a copy?
There was a guy on the line that...
Ben, what's the story?
That's been playing the game for 10 hours already.
Working on it.
Working on it, okay.
Working on
I like the...
after work. Probably after. By the time we get off the air, I'll probably get it.
Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, which takes place in Huntington Station, New York, Opie's hometown.
Oh, my God.
For some reason.
We'll talk about that next as well.
I didn't know we were living in South Central, Los Angeles.
We'll get into that next.
The little hamlet of Huntington.
Trust me. You know, we don't have to tease any of this stuff because we got you. You paid your stupid $2, so we're going to take a break.
We got you. $2.
This isn't like regular radio where we have to sell it
No.
to you. You got us. We got you already. We got a lot of...
You're in the bucket.
We got a lot of great things to do today, though.
Like so much vomit. You're in the bucket.
Give me a bucket, I'm going to throw up.
A bucket full of wafer thin mints?
Oh, no, another bite. I couldn't fit another bite.
That's great. The bucket.
Which Monty Python was that? Was that
Meaning of Life?
Meaning of Life.
Okay. Anthony, as we go to break, the PSA that was banned in Canada, we kind of touched on it a little bit.
I love this. This is doing a lot of good.
The videos are up on opieandanthony.com. They're spousal abuse PSAs.
And funny as hell, right?
I finally saw the video.
Oh, you saw the video?
Oh, my
Isn't it
God.
great?
The audio doesn't do this justice.
Not at all.
Coffee one, the reaction of the guy, the initial reaction of him in the
The
coffee.
smirking laugh that he does. She spilled my coffee.
I can't believe this bitch just did this reaction. Makes me want to hold this guy and put him in every show that we have in this country. He should always be on TV.
It looked like the guy wasn't acting that much.
Dude, he was the incredulous reaction.
I know.
She spilled my
She
coffee.
spilled my coffee. He's laughing like, you don't know what you're going to get now, do you?
It's that laugh right before a balled-up fist comes crashing into your gums.
I love it.
No humor in that laugh.
All right, so here's one of the...
Maybe for a split second, even she went like, yeah. Thinking he's, good-natured about it.
Stole the
She
coffee.
spilled my coffee. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Scalding coffee on the tits. Take that, you.
Well, here it is. Here's the PSA that was banned in Canada. Calgary, I do believe.
She spilled my coffee.
I'm sorry, sir.
You fucking bitch.
I'll bring a little coffee. How do you like that?
You wouldn't get away with it here. You shouldn't get away with it at home.
It's time to find America's sexy state. Still in the lead is Illinois.
At that point,
Back off a little.
the thighs close down on your ears, and you feel like you're diving at about 300 feet.
Hey, let's hear for Karen.
Illinois, once again,
Sexiest state in America.
defending their title.
Think you can beat them? Call Opie and Anthony at 866-WOW-1-WOW and give it your best shot.
Got someone at the door?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
You ordered a pizza?
Yeah.
Pepperoni, right?
No pepperoni.
That's what it said.
No, I didn't order. I said a plain pizza.
Sir, I'm sorry, but I took the order myself, and I heard it was your fault.
I don't. My wife's a vegetarian. I can't have pepperoni.
You want the pizza or not?
You guys messed up the order, not me. Hold on.
No, you guys messed it up.
Let me check with my wife.
All right.
Just hold the phone for me for a second.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's going on with this guy?
I don't know, man. You sound like you're busting his balls.
No, the guy ordered a pepperoni pizza, and now he doesn't want to pay me. You know, I've gotten stiffed 3 times this week.
This is a joke? You're a pizza guy, man. Take it easy.
No, but I'm saying the guy's trying to stiff me out of like $12.
I don't even know you or him.
Well, but I'm just saying.
I don't care about your problem.
Well, I got a problem here I need to solve. I mean, I'm got to get...
What the fuck are you talking to me for? I have no idea.
Look,
I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who you are.
I just got to get rid of this pie. That's all I'm saying.
You sound like a fucking joke.
Do you want the pie? I'll get it to you.
Actually, pepperoni.
You like pepperoni?
Hold on 1 second. You guys want pepperoni? You guys will deliver here to Broad Street?
Yeah, I can be there in like 20 minutes. You want the pie?
Yeah, well, let's see what this guy wants
You selling my pie?
He wanted the pie, the guy. This guy wants.
You don't even know if I want it or not.
You said
my wife. She's going to take the.
No, you said it didn't.
Sir, you're buying a pizza off of him?
This guy is crazy.
I get a pizza at my house, and now you want the pizza? You just said you were taking. No, I said I'm going to go check. My wife said she'll take the pepperoni off.
This guy's making up shit as he goes along. I
just heard him say, okay, you'll take the pizza. All right, I'll give it to you.
This guy's putting words in my mouth. I'm a freaking mortgage broker. I don't want your pizza.
Well, why did he just said you? I just came in.
James, I'll call you back later, okay?
No, don't call me back later.
Look, do you want the pizza?
Here. You're selling him a pizza?
Do you want the pizza?
Sir, do you want the pizza?
I don't want the pizza. This is a joke.
This isn't a joke.
He doesn't want the pizza now either?
He don't want it.
Deal. Now I'm stuck with a pie.
You don't want it either?
I don't want the pizza. I never ordered. What the hell is going on?
Well, I don't want it either.
Well, somebody's going to have to pay for this. I don't care. That guy's got to pay for it.
Well, you get his address here.
Right.
Just get it out of here.
Then you got to buy the pizza, sir.
No, they don't want the pie.
Someone's got to buy this pie. Now he's not taking it. You got to take it.
How am I going to trust him to borrow money off of? He's going to buy my pizza.
Can you answer that?
Can you get the fuck off the phone and put this guy back on?
Well, are you taking the pie or not?
Why don't you shove it up your ass?
Look, I'm just trying to get rid of a pie. I'm trying to make a living here, all right?
Give a shit about what you got to do.
You don't even have to tip me. If you just take it off my hands, I'd appreciate it.
Shove it down your throat, jerk.
Do you want to talk to...
Yeah, give me the phone.
All right.
It's my phone. Get out of here with the pizza.
You guys decide on who wants to buy the pie.
You think I want a pie?
I don't know. I walked in. That's what you said you needed.
It's getting cold.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
I don't want to work with you. I can't trust you that you're going to steal my pie, and I don't know what kind of loan you're going to give me.
Can you get us a dress?
This is really...
Goodbye.
I don't know. I just don't want to look stupid. You know the ultimate in looking like an idiot? It's when you walk into a spider web, right? Because nobody else sees that spider web. They just see you walking off in the distance, suddenly flipping out for no reason whatsoever. You're just walking along, everything's fine, all of a sudden, no! Ah! Hey, did you see that guy? He just snapped. He was walking along and just went nuts near that tree. Look, he's still doing it. I don't know what happened to him. It's the same thing when a little bee starts chasing you around. Nobody sees the bee, they just see you, just kind of brush. People off in the distance. Hey, is that guy waving to us? Hey, how you doing? No!
I've been gangbanging, killing, skilling, robbing motherfuckers, selling crack, got my holes in the back. I don't give a fuck about nobody in this motherfucker. Let me show your ass something.
Radio for the angry golfer. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Where's my potato?
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Thanks for checking us out. We greatly appreciate it. Grand Theft Auto came out today, or coming out later today. We don't have our copy yet. We're in the damn game. You think we'd get a copy?
Oh, in the game.
Just a little cameo.
I know, 30 seconds.
We're, callers to a talk show in the game?
Yeah.
Someone wrote, I think I might have thrown it out already. Shoot, on the instant feedback. Oh, no, I got it. Adam from Rochester. Okay, I might be going insane, but I could have effing swore I heard Opie's voice last night while I was playing GTA San Andreas.
Yeah, we did a couple of call-ins to, I guess, Laszlo's show on the game radio.
Yeah, one of the talk shows on the game. We call in and get a little wacky.
They got to us pretty late, so they'd already done a lot of the soundtrack. I want to get involved with that.
Well, next time.
Love GTA. Yeah, the next one.
Mm-hmm.
When's that coming out?
It'll be a couple of years.
I'm psyched. I want to play this one.
Well, we were gonna
couldn't get it. What happened,
We were
Ben?
gonna set up a PlayStation
happened?
2 in the studio and have a game, and and you guys would have gotten to listen to us play video games today.
Great.
That would have been great radio.
Yeah, it would have been
I think.
great radio. we wouldn't have said anything.
Maybe Eric Logan stepped in and said, "Don't bring in the PlayStation 2
Don't
for the
bring
boys."
it in. Is there an election game that you could play? Election coverage game?
Let's say hi to Memphis. It's Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I was a big fan of you guys, and I lived in Jersey, and I want to say it's so unbelievable to have
He
that.
was a big fan in Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
Oh. Well, he's playing GTA for 10 hours straight.
But there's no jersey in the game.
No, don't need it.
I was just trying to bring it
starts
around
off-
to the Jersey.
To
bit.
the Jersey angle.
And then he would do more Springsteen, and then everyone would laugh and laugh and
Laugh and laugh.
and we all would just be laughing. All right, Chris. So, how's the game?
I've just barely even gotten into it. I've been playing it for like 10 hours straight.
10 hours, barely got into it. Isn't the? I hear it's huge.
I'm looking at the map. It's it's enormous. It's unbelievable. And just the area I'm in now is kind of like a Boys in the Hood kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the whole gist of the game is pretty much. You know how the last one was Vice City and it was very 80s like with the 80s movie references and music. This one is pretty much early 90s.
Old
with
school
a lot
West
of the
Coast
hip-hop.
rap?
Yeah, and a lot of the, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society kind of New Jack City kind of feel to the whole thing. Pretty cool.
A lot of drive-bys?
Yeah, you get to do like 4-person drive-bys. And
oh, great.
It's even right from the beginning. I'm thoroughly addicted. I'm going to be stuck in my couch for like the next 6 months. I can't believe it.
What's your weapon of choice?
Well, I haven't gotten into too many of the weapons right now, but basically a shovel.
Bashing homies on the head with a shovel?
There you go. That's how you do it.
All I care about is the motorcycle jumps. Have you found any
those
yet?
are great. Insane stunt bonus.
You find any of the jumps?
I've gotten in a few of them. Haven't found any insane stunt jump bonuses or anything like that, but I've started. They have the same PCJ 600, and you get to roam around in that a lot.
Nice.
Okay.
I got to play. God.
All right, Chris, thank you.
All right, no problem, guys.
A lot of people playing GTA this morning. It's Preston from South Carolina. Go ahead, Preston.
Hey, I played the game. It's awesome.
I'm Preston, and I've played the game. My name is Preston.
Yes, Preston, you're enjoying the game?
Yeah, I went to EB Games yesterday, and there was like a line.
Really?
Yeah.
People waiting online at midnight for the game. That's I'm extreme, but wow, no, I was sleeping.
What were they in line for? Sinus medication?
This the Grand Theft Auto game.
What?
This for the Grand Theft Auto game.
Are you missing part of your tongue? I'm trying to figure this out.
South Carolina.
No.
No?
They speak fine in South Carolina.
I'm from Wisconsin, actually.
Oh. Well, maybe he's eating some cheese. He's got a mouthful of cheese.
Yeah, I just woke up.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's your excuse?
Yeah.
All right.
I have to go to work.
So do you like GTA?
Yeah. I played the last one. It was all right, but this one, it's a lot better.
What's your favorite part of the new game?
I haven't got totally into it, but I guess the drive-by.
Generoso.
Nice one.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good. What's up?
Just want to say that is one sick game. We picked it up last night.
Yeah.
Me and my son, we were online for about an hour. Had 300 people there. But that game, it starts out with gang banging, and now we are up to bashing crackheads over with baseball bats.
See, this
any
is
game,
what we want in our video games, but you watch what happens with this game and, and the stupid media.
They're going to go crazy on this one.
And the Walmart, I guarantee the Walmarts will try to ban the game.
Mm-hmm.
Already happening. It's already happening?
Yep.
No surprise there, but this is what we
want.
want.
You want a game where you could bash a crackhead over the head with a baseball bat? That's what you want in a game. You can't do that in real life. Well, you know.
Well, you can if you're in Huntington Station.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My son bought it, and I'm kind of embarrassed with he's 17 watching him play this game, too. I'm like, I don't know if this is good enough to teach a high school kid doing this.
As long as they keep it and just doing it in the game, that's fine.
My 5-year-old
It's
nephew.
healthy.
My 5-year-old nephew played Miami Vice with me.
There you go.
My sister wasn't too happy, but
shooting people's heads off.
Well, thank you, bro.
Running people over.
Well, my sister drops, her kid over to my house from time to time, and I don't have kid games in my house, and
you have nothing in your house.
And after a while, the kid's running around exploring, and there's nothing to do. So
Chase the Rat. Let's play Chase the Rat.
And I know my sister's going to be another hour, so I'm like, oh, how am I going to keep this kid, interested here? So
fire up GTA.
All of a sudden, I see my PlayStation 2, and I have a few games, and I go, hey, JD, you want to play some Grand Theft Auto? So he's really good with the video games. All these kids, I mean, they start really young now, man.
Mm-hmm.
He could surf the internet, and he doesn't even know how to read yet, but he knows how to get to his websites,
That's it.
So we put the game on, and I'm trying to be responsible. So I'm like, look, this is what you do. You knock on the window, and you could take that guy's car over. I try not to say it's carjacking.
Carjacking.
So
but he pulls him out of the car.
I know. So he's playing that and tooling around the streets and the cars and stuff. But then he discovers on his own that you could, use weapons and stuff, and that's
run
all
people
he wants
over.
to do. So, fast forward an hour later, my sister comes through the door, and JD is just killing everybody,
mowing down people,
running
great.
people over with the car. My sister's
good job,
screaming.
Good job.
What the fuck are you doing?
Good job.
Well, I didn't have anything else that he could play with, so what am I gonna do? All right. You need a golfer dictionary? Jay from New Jersey. What's this? Go ahead,
Hey,
Jay. Hey.
What's up, guys? I just got the game last night, and I don't understand what the hell's going on. I was hoping you could send me a golfer dictionary so I could understand what they're saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like most of the stuff you don't even understand. Even if you can understand what Ice Cube is saying, you just don't understand what the hell they're talking about.
Well, if you don't understand what someone's saying, kill them. That's pretty much all you have to do.
Those are the main characters, so you're not allowed to kill them.
I like just going through the game and having a dialogue with people. I like chit-chatting with some of the residents.
Hey, listen, I was sitting online last night waiting to get the game, and there's this crack addict mom sitting in front of me with her 2 kids. They had to be 8 and 10, and they're talking about, can't wait to go kill some motherfuckers.
There you go.
Crazy. It was crazy.
My mama's featured in the game. That's right, baby.
That's right. All right, Tom in Philly. Hey, Tom.
Hey, guys. Hey, One. How you doing?
Real good today.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, boo-boo. This is Frida.
Hey, you cunt.
Oh, you stuck in the mud.
All right, go ahead.
I was buying the game for my dickhead son, and let me tell you, Mike. Oh, is that a noose around your neck?
All right. Don't keep the joke going this long, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Last night, I'm buying the game. Mom's in there buying the games for their kids. This is going to cause so many problems. That's why they have ratings. That's why there's M on there, blood and gore, intense violence.
Yeah, but the parents can buy it for kids.
I don't see a problem with the parents buying it for their kids if they feel like their kids can handle the game.
If they feel the kid is mature enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
Some kids can handle it and some kids can't. It's
just a game.
It's as simple as it gets.
It's only a game.
My older sister has 2 kids that are literally brilliant. And these kids were brought up watching R-rated movies and nudity on TV from the time they were 5 or 6.
Well, remove them from the house.
Huh?
Watching that type of film with you?
No. They live in Florida, so they were safe from my influences.
The creepy Uncle Ope invites them over to rent the Emmanuel series?
It all comes down to what your kid can handle. As simple as that. Some can and some can't.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks, bro.
Hey,
Love
have a
you,
good
Tom.
Game's going to make a fortune.
Let's say hi to Rob in
Jeez.
Huntington Station. This could be a nice radio seg.
Duck, everyone.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, bro?
Not much. Just getting off work in the midnight shift here in Huntington Station.
Where do you work?
Right now, Huntington Station here on Long Island.
No, I know, but where? Like, what do you do?
Oh, I'm a cop here.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
oh, no.
First-hand experience every night with crackheads running around the streets here.
Huntington Station, Opie.
Yeah, these are
Your
the
little
sounds of Huntington Station.
Huntington Station. You gotta love it.
And stop saying that this is my town.
It,
my town is Huntington.
Huntington.
Big difference.
Your town is Huntington, and where all this is happening is where the train comes into Huntington.
It's called the other side of the tracks.
Exactly.
All right?
It's
a big difference.
It's a little close, let's just say. It's a little too close
Huntington
for my life.
was elected America's city, one of the top cities in all of America. So
Hey, how about that? Huntington, elected America's city.
So you're a cop?
Yes, I am.
You guys cleaned up the gang violence over there, huh?
Oh, cleaned it up.
Yeah,
They
yeah, we
arrested
doing
some guys.
Some. They arrested like 158 guys.
I read the paper. I read the arrest reports, and some of the gangs that they arrested. It sounds like Grand Theft Auto. It sounds like Grand Theft Auto took Huntington, and that's what they used. They got everyone: Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings. They got that. What's the other one?
MS-13.
What is MS-13?
It's a big Latin gang.
Wow. And then there's what's the other one?
The Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom. What are they?
You got Latin Kings. You got Southside Posse.
Southside Posse.
Old Station Soldiers.
What kind of guys are the Legion of Doom?
You got a little bit of everything in
Do they wear capes?
I'm the Legion of Doom.
You know, they run out with spikes on their shoulders, just like Animal and Hawk.
Oh, Animal and Hawk. That's pretty scary when you look at that and think it's very suburban Long Island.
Yeah.
It really is.
You know, we were out there last night. We had K9 helicopters overhead.
Now, how does a dog fly a helicopter? Oh, canines and helicopters. I thought you had canine helicopters.
Well, if you're the serious dog, you could do just about anything.
Oh, that's right. He rides in the back of the car. He talks.
That's right. You can do anything but get good programming.
You hear about these canine helicopters?
Yeah, they
All right.
pay them like $550 million.
So, Rob, what do you have for the show today?
Just call in, check in, let you know I'm spreading the virus to all the cops here out in Suffolk.
Oh, cool.
Giving my radios to all the guys.
Hey, is this true? The MS-13 formed an alliance with Al-Qaeda?
I've heard bits and pieces about that. So
Right in Huntington. That's great.
I don't know about Huntington, but down in Virginia, supposedly.
Oh, we have some inside info on the MS-13
gang?
Yeah, I read an article last month that actually the FBI was investigating that. They have a gun running thing going through Mexico, and they actually had a meeting with Al-Qaeda operatives.
Jesus. I like that. We get our hard-hitting news from the interns.
The FBI
Is this the same intern that said the Bengals beat the Broncos?
No, that's a different one.
All right.
This is a lad with a little beard and no mustache.
Oh, it's the new look.
I know.
All right. All right, Rob, thank you.
All right, guys, take care.
Cool. Oh, Rob? I actually wanted to ask him something else.
I hear the Go-Go's beat Dallas also, which that was kind of an upset.
I didn't like his news break, by the way. Yeah, I was online and I read that someone in Al-Qaeda once went through Mexico with a gun and a guy from...
Yeah, that didn't sound very... I don't know. It wasn't really backed up.
Not a very convincing
well.
link.
No.
Well, if you want hard-hitting news, turn on CNN.
Or turn on us for our election night coverage.
That's good.
right.
Oh, and then maybe we could just jump on New Year's Eve and do a little New Year's Eve coverage.
Yeah, sure. We'll play Old Lang Syne and drink a little of the bubbly. The bubbles tickle my nose.
The New Year's Eve show could work.
I would do that because we're in the city.
That could work.
Where else would you want to be?
We could have some fun with that. So,
a couple years ago, remember we did Eddie Trunk? You were on Eddie Trunk.
That's right.
And I came in with my girlfriend at the time.
I was a drunk buffoon on the rooftop of our building doing the countdown to New Year's Eve. 5, 4, 3, not realizing Eddie is on delay. So my countdown was a little off.
Yeah, it was like 40 minutes late.
Oh, it was horrible.
You stink.
That was horrible.
They're done, packed up. I'm like, Happy New Year!
It's 12:33. Cheering.
12:33. All right. Well,
What are we doing, Opie? You're hitting a lot of buttons over there.
Yeah, what do you got there?
I'm queuing something up for us.
You got some goodness?
Well, the people are loving the 2-bar tape, so we'll we'll do a little of that in a minute here. But
He's dead, right?
Yella.
Just
You're yella.
Just finishing up with this Huntington Station gang thing.
Yeah.
You've driven down 110, right?
Oh, yeah. Frightening.
There's this road 110 that goes from the fine village of Huntington through Huntington Station, and then you finally get to the mall there to do a little shopping. And it's really, really frightening.
Lock them up. Don't stop for red lights.
Yeah, it got to the point where you don't stop for red lights. You're 100% right. And these gangbangers will walk right in front of your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll just saunter.
The slow walk. They don't
slow
care.
walk,
They'll
and
walk right out in front of you when you're moving, not even at the lights or anything.
And they'll look at you like, yeah, I dare you to beep your horn.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I dare you to roll down that window and say something. And it just shows what kind of pussies we are. Because if the same thing was happening with like a business guy or a lady with a stroller, what would you be doing? Yelling and screaming, beeping the horn.
Bitch.
But you always
She spilled my coffee.
She's in front of the car.
She's walking in front of the car.
You know, but you always size up the person before you let them have it.
Of course.
Like Master Poe comes walking in here. He goes, guys, I really appreciate that you didn't really go after me on the air about my divorce thing that took 3 years. And I'm like, dude, you're an assigned killer. Yeah. We're not going to mess with you. We're not stupid.
His hands are lethal weapons.
Yeah, you size up the competition, and then you decide if you could take them, and then you go and react, right?
No, when they're crossing the street, you stop, you don't make eye contact, and drive right by.
You look like you're fucking with the radio a little bit.
Yeah.
What's that
Hey,
station
what's that?
again that black people can't look at me in the eye right now on?
Because you want to, because you also want to feel that you're still a man. So you make believe that it's not bothering you. Like, oh no, I'm too busy with this cell phone call anyway.
You know, if the choice is
take your time.
If the choice is be a man or have your car look like Sonny's at the toll booth, I think I could pussy out a little bit and let him walk by.
Guy with a Glock is trying to make eye contact, and you're humming Brenda and Eddie, just hoping it goes away.
But if a soccer mom, cuts you off on the road, what are you doing?
There goes my chair.
Whoa, you're right, dude.
Aunt's chair keeps falling. All right.
My foot keeps hitting the lever on the chair that makes it sink.
Attaboy.
Like an elevator.
You look like that scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High at the restaurant. At the restaurant where the
2 Cokes, please.
Yeah, you were so low. But I mean,
hey, Rad, how you doing? You come to this place? I love it. I come for the strudel.
But
if I found your wallet. I love that movie.
But if a soccer mom, cuts you off, then what are you doing now? Honking
hey,
the horn,
you bitch!
Screaming and yelling.
I'll kick your ass.
Yeah, you'll follow her for 5 miles.
Yeah.
Try to knock that minivan over a curb and into the Passaic River.
Right. Wow.
Ouch.
Good callback.
There it is.
Yeah, they all drowned.
Hey, our hearts, thoughts, and prayers, livers, and my big toe out to the families.
Oh, we got a correction coming in from...
That reminds me, though, my daughter got a gold medal in swimming. So I don't care about those dead people.
We got a correction coming in from Huntington. It's Joey.
Oh.
Joey. What's up, Joey?
What's up, boys?
How do you do, Joe?
Joey, are we being corrected about something?
Yes, the mini Beirut is south of the tracks, and Huntington is north of the tracks. Come on, Opie, you should know this.
Oh, yeah, wait. But I didn't say north or south, did I?
No, but the Beirut is south of the tracks. That's where you can't stop. No eye contact, no nothing.
It's the wrong side of the tracks. It's south.
That's what I said, on the other side of the tracks. I said there's Huntington Village, and then the other side of the tracks is Huntington Station.
I used to go to the what they call the Big H Shopping Center. That was up there, and there was a movie theater there, and I believe I saw Jaws there when it first came out. I was a little tot, went to the movies, a little tot. It was fun, back then in the olden days. Now, that's a whole strip mall that is just boarded up, gang violence, drugs being sold. It's tragic, Opie, what has happened to our little hamlet of Huntington.
Our little hometown.
That's right.
Huntington stinks. I don't even know why you go out there. It's awful.
Because he lives there?
Stop living out there.
I don't know why you go out there with that, you're with your house and driveway. You need a bedroom. That's where he keeps his tables and his parties mixed.
I got family out there, so I split my time. City during the week, and I try to go home on the weekend and say hi to everybody.
I don't like it.
All right.
And I take the Escalade out to the Hampton, where I hang out with Billy Joel.
Sarah.
And his young wife. Ooh, that piece of ass, what I like. Ooh.
Sarah, what's up? Sarah.
How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Hi.
Hi. Remember last week you were talking about your cousin?
My cousin?
And he invented something to smoke pot in a dorm room.
Oh, yeah. My cousin Patrick.
He did not invent it.
Well, I didn't say it. He has all sorts of inventions.
You did say he
We
invented
were doing
it.
it.
Oh.
No, you did say that, but in 90...
Are you trying to say my cousin's a fraud?
No.
All right.
But in 92, we were at college, and we were using... Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Is it a toilet paper roll stuffed with fabric softener sheets?
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's one way to prevent people from knowing you're smoking pot.
Ope's
Yes. Really?
cousin invented toilet paper.
That's right.
And you might know his cousin Tony. He invented the applause break.
All right, Sarah. Thank you. One more. We go to Fort Wayne, Indiana. God damn. Grant, what's going on?
Oh, my God. It is so great to talk to you guys again. I moved away from New York years ago, and XM came along, and guess what? I'm
What?
coming to you now.
What?
There's a stunner. Yeah. Anyway.
How things in Fort Wayne?
Yeah, well, the fact that I've been up all night playing Texas Hold'em with my boys, so I'm a little loaded.
There you go.
Very good.
How you doing? You winning?
Oh, no, I lost about $30.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it goes. But, I lived on Long Island for 2 years in the late 90s, and we used to race up there to up 110 all the time into Huntington. A couple of my friends live up there, and all this gangbanging stuff, this is news to me.
Yeah, you used to actually be able to drive down Route 110 and not have to worry that bullets are going to fly through your windows. They had 59, I think, or 58 shootings in the past year in Huntington. And you'd be surprised. If you think of a big city.
Station.
Yeah, Huntington Station.
Okay.
Look at Opie still trying to salvage some kind of dignity for where he lives.
It really is a war zone.
You got to leave because it's creeping. It's creeping that way.
Yeah,
the only good part is going to be right by the water.
I do have to admit that there's a lot more golfers walking around Huntington Village.
Yep.
Is this a bad
There you go.
mention we were out shooting all day today at the shooting range?
They're going to push everyone's back to the white people's back is going to be to the water like Dunkirk. It's going to be awful. You're going to have to swim to Connecticut.
Riff!
Riff! They killed Cyrus.
I like doing things like that.
All right, well.
At 60 cents?
For what? We're sorry, warriors. You don't even see her face, just those black, red lips. Get home safe now, warriors.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're going to step aside.
What are you going to do to be out there? You going to join a little gang?
No, they're cleaning up the gang. So.
Oh, a little gang.
Yeah, they're cleaning it
The
up.
blonde lads.
You can wear your cap sideways a little bit.
We don't have many wiggers in our town, actually. No.
What? In Huntington?
We don't have a
The
lot
village
of
Huntington?
We don't have a lot of the wiggers.
You've tried to be, but it just doesn't work.
I have never tried to be a wigger.
You have with Cheddar.
Well, I like to talk the language from time to time.
Hope he runs around with his gang. His Stymie and Petey, the dog. I'll get you.
Wee wah.
Wee wah.
All right.
Oh my God, Weezer's been shot.
Wee wah. We got
a lot of stuff to get to.
Yeah, maybe we should start doing a radio show today.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, let me check that off. We did the Grand Theft Auto.
I thought
so
that
far,
was very
so
well.
good. So far, so good.
I can't believe we can't get a copy of this goddamn game. I'm reading from people who are playing. Why don't we have the game? Ben, what is the problem?
Ben, get on it.
You're the producer. Produce.
The problem is they wouldn't give me the game. They're supposed to give it to me yesterday. They said
How
there
did
was
they not give you the game?
I was supposed to go to their office. They wouldn't let me
Me
go
and
to
Opie
the
are
office.
featured stars on the game.
I talked to Laszlo about it.
Laszlo was supposed to come on our show today.
Laszlo's not allowed to for 2 weeks.
Why can't Laszlo?
There's a lot of controversy that's going along with this game. The company is very, very self-conscious of the fact that it's going to be banned. Even Laszlo is saying, he goes, look, this game is done. He goes, it's gonna come out and it's going to be pulled from shelves. There's going to be parent groups and politicians I just read an instant feedback that there's more cursing. Yeah, here it is from Cage at Whackbag. Awesome game. There's more cursing in the first 5 minutes of the game than on premium XM radio. A lot of cursing.
But it's for adults, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not one of those things that kids can't get their hands on.
I know.
So the people, and you know something? Doesn't matter if it's for adults. It's for to them, to these parent groups and stuff. Doesn't matter. They don't they don't want adults playing either. It's too violent. As I inhale spit.
What the hell was that?
What an idiot.
You didn't
I'm
use
talking,
the cough button.
I'm hacking.
You tried to use the cough button. You failed miserably.
I know, you just pushed the tinfoil on it.
I know. I don't know what I'm doing.
It really bothers me that you go for the cough button.
I go for the cough button, so I'm not hacking online. I'm a professional broadcaster.
You want to be a polished broadcaster.
I'm looking to be on the Radio Music Awards next year.
Oh,
like I see some of the jocks. Hey, how you doing?
We'll do that next.
Great.
Are we ready to take a break? Because I really need to take a leak.
I'd like to get some coffee, if we could swing that.
Spilled my coffee.
All right.
Is he Jimmy pinning down an intern, just pouring hot Java over his chest?
Yeah, then kissing him and making it better. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto.
Monster coffee getting all over you.
All right, here we go.
What?
Some teases for everybody.
Ooh.
Flu shots.
Ooh, we're going to get some?
TV kid toucher.
Oh.
Aunt makes $6,000.
Hey.
And
I made 6 G's last night.
And
really?
Yeah.
Hold on. These are teases.
Oh, I'm just teasing the fact that I made 6 G's last night.
I'm intrigued.
And gay guy with AIDS coming through.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to discuss that because I got a little side story about something like that.
All next on the Opie and Anthony program. But first, we go back to the 2-bar tape, Anthony. The old the old F that runs this bar in Jersey City. This is an old tape, obviously, and these pranksters just gave this guy hell. And
Ratskellians.
We've been featuring this off and on for the last few days because it's unedited, uncensored. Actually,
I heard this guy he passed away. Didn't he die?
This guy passed away.
Yeah, hearts and prayers go out to the 2-bar guy. Hearts, prayers, larynx, spleen.
Here we go.
I'm coming down.
Yeah.
Hello, is Phil there?
Phil is not working today.
No, I'm supposed to get a call from Phil. His last name is Lacio.
Who's this?
It's Bob Marino.
Well, Phil doesn't work today.
No, not the one that works there, not a Phil.
Oh, what's his name?
Lacio.
Phil Lucio. Phil Lucio. Phil. No, he's not here.
Huh?
He's not here.
How about Connie? Is Connie there?
Johnny who?
Connie. A girl, Connie.
No, girls can come in this bar. We have no ballroom here. What number did you want?
This is the 2-bar, right?
Yeah, but there's no women in here. No women come in here. The 2-bar. It is the 2-bar, but no women come in here. Yeah. Eh? Why don't you come over? I'll suck your prick. Why don't you come over, you son of a bitch, you motherfucker? Why don't you go out and fuck your mother, you cocksucker? Come on over here. Come on over, talk to me, you person to person. Why don't you come over, you fucking bum? You're too yellow. I'd cut your balls off.
It's the O&A FU line. Call 1-866-FU-Line-1 and tell that special someone,
fuck you.
Flower shop?
Yeah, hello? Is this flower shop?
It is.
Yeah, this is Spoony Love from up above. I want to send some flowers to somebody. 2 dozen red roses.
Okay. And on the card that we're going to attach to the roses, what would you like?
Oh, y'all got the cards and all that. Okay, let me see what I want. Okay.
Now, it's the small card. You know, that little enclosure card?
You might have to put 2 in there because I got some things I want to say to her.
Okay. What would you like?
Yo, baby, I love you.
Okay.
I love you more than you know.
Okay.
But you did me wrong. Give 1 dude a BJ, shame on you.
Okay.
Give 2 dudes a BJ, shame on me.
Okay.
If you think I can't get to you, you wrong.
Uh-huh.
You ain't nothing but a stupid hoe. You've always been a stupid hoe, and you will always be a hoe. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
Love always, your teddy bear. Spoonie.
Spoony.
Yeah. Could you read that back to me, please?
Oh, I got it right.
Could you read it? I know, but I just want to make sure. Could you read it back to me?
No.
Could you read that back to me, please?
No, let me see if I can even write this. You might have to come in and write it.
What was wrong?
The whole message.
The whole or the whole?
The
whole message? When I call her hoe and stuff?
Yeah.
Could we change the word hoe then? You know another word for hoe?
No, all of it.
Do you know another word for hoe that we could use?
We can't put sexual messages on there.
Hoe is sexual?
Well,
what would you say? I mean, what would you suggest?
I would just say,
she gave two of my cousins BJs on Thanksgiving Day.
I just went and put a card.
Right on Thanksgiving Day at my mother's house. She gave them both BJs, and I was in the closet. Because I ain't believe it. I love my woman, you know what I'm saying? I loved her, you know? And I saw it for myself. She was doing both of them at the same time. On her knees. Gagging and everything, yo.
I can put I love you.
Could we change BJ's to smoking the sausage or something? Blowing the pole?
I can't do anything like that.
What do you call a BJ?
We can't do that. We just can't do it.
Have you ever took part in that? Have you ever been a part of that? You've never given no one a BJ?
No.
What?
I just can't do it.
I'd call
You
her
really
on
offended
Thanksgiving.
me.
Please, could you just read it back?
I can't talk to you no more.
It's everything 24/7 XM 202. The O&A virus. It's everything all the time.
Very worst of the Opie and Anthony FU line.
And this is Chucka the Trucker. And as you do my fucking job for making me run air freight on the weekend all night long without sleep when I'm supposed to have weekends off and have home time. I'm going to do a big fuck you to that first fucking show you guys did. I took the day off to hear it and you guys had fucking nothing. So fuck you to that first show.
I want to give a big F-you to Howard Stern. At least now there's something else to listen to in the morning.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line at 866-FU line 1. 866-FU line 1.
Fuck you.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show.
Music to fondle children by
It's
right
the
there.
Kid Toucher song.
Yeah.
What song isn't?
You know, we could seg into this really fast then. Yeah. We were going to save this for the Hot Teen News segment of the program. Know what's funny? The old show, the old Opie and Anthony show, we would run bits into the ground. And this new show, we're really trying not to. We're trying to, like, spread it around a little bit and not spend as much time on things.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to rest the whole Hot Teen News thing that we've been doing for the
Give
last
it a little
couple weeks.
breather, sure.
But, man, ever since we started this new bit, the Hot Teen News, every day in the paper there's a story about some teenager getting abused by either a weatherman, a teacher, someone on the internet. It's just every day.
It's an epidemic.
We could do a half hour every day on teen stories. But this one we can't let pass. TV meteorologist accused of soliciting sex with minor.
Ouch.
This guy obviously doesn't have XM satellite radio.
Nope. If he did, he would have heard us say that if you're ever online with underage people that you're trying to set up for a sexual encounter, it's always a cop.
Always a cop.
It's always a cop.
Always a cop.
Not that we're trying to save them, because, they're despicable and they should be incarcerated.
Yes.
But, man, they're stupid.
So
this guy's a weatherman.
Look at the smile he has.
Yeah,
hey,
let me tell you, he's quite an attractive weatherman, don't you think? What do you think? Oh, all he needs is a pink scarf around his neck like I used to wear on Match Game. Oh,
God, Charles Nelson Riley.
Charles Nelson Riley. Oh.
Dude, man, we're trying to make people think we're young still. What the F?
Oh, wow, wow. I'll say cock. Oh, I just wanted to. Oh.
She sucked his blank. That show was awful.
Match game.
All right. This happened in Miami. South Florida TV meteorologist Bill Camel.
Bill Camel with you. Hey, let's go to the weather with Bill Camel. Bill, how you doing?
He was
I'm
arrested.
touching boys.
He was arrested Sunday in Fort Pierce as part of an investigation into sexual predators. Jim, what's wrong?
I'm just getting some.
Nose spray.
Yeah.
Nose spray.
I don't want to hear. No,
The nose spray that you were trying to get off of about a month ago.
Isn't this great? You could look at this story, and it's like any other one of these stories, and you never, ever want to be part of one of these, because you just look, you see the name, Bill Camel, the word sex, 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up. You cannot make a mistake now as to what this article is about. You absolutely know what this is about.
Well, authorities say Camel set up a meeting for sex over the internet.
Of course.
With what he thought was a 14-year-old boy. Ho, ho, hey, hey.
He thought it was.
I got some PlayStation 2 games. Ho,
Hey,
ho,
hey, let me tell you something.
Grand Theft Auto just came out. Want to play?
Hey.
Ho, ho. The boy was actually an undercover federal agent, police say.
He's pretty young to be a cop.
A Fed, 14-year-old boy cop.
Hot.
Well, he's an overachiever.
Badge and a gun and smooth abs.
Investigators said that Camel had arranged to meet the boy at a convenience store.
That's convenient.
The county sheriff's office said Camel had 2 condoms when he was arrested, as well as 2 toys, one of which was a water gun. What a
he's gonna play with the boy a little bit.
It's funny.
Hey, why don't you get in the van? That's right. I got some PlayStations for you.
And this Camel guy was an overachiever. 2 condoms. Look at him.
Condoms. What a fuddy-duddy.
I know. This kid's 14. What could he possibly have? Just ravage that young backside and get on with it.
And get back to the weather, you silly goose.
Get back to your satellite photo.
Right. So, how was it? Well, he was 14, going down to 12.
Now back to you for the entertainment report.
Oh, that is hilarious. Well, it's partially cloudy with a chance of a conviction. It might have been funny if I said partly cloudy
we got
and
it.
not partially cloudy.
We got it. WSVN representative said the station has fired Camel because they had no choice.
Do you think he thought for a second, I wonder if I'll still have my job?
The station issued a brief statement saying, we have no other alternative but to dismiss Bill Camel for cause.
Of course.
He was the chief meteorologist over there. Investigators said that Camel waived his right and admitted to having child pornography on his computer.
Oh, what are you doing? Hey! The old Gary Glitter conviction.
Well, you know what the problem? The reason they fired him was because they were afraid the other news people would start throwing subtle jabs and it would affect the broadcast. Like, well, that's the news. Let's see what the weather is, baby raper.
All right, so he could face up to 3 years in prison for the charge, and he is facing additional federal charges that will be announced Tuesday.
Oof.
Oh, boy.
This guy is done. He will be doing the weather from a jail cell.
Wow.
Huh?
I wonder if he'll end up in Kentucky.
Hey, with Mark. That's right. These guys never learn, though, Opie. 14-year-old boy. They think they're... What a disappointment that
Stop
must be.
talking to kids on the internet.
What a disappointment that must be. You're all worked up.
Yeah, clear stuff coming out.
Oh, you're just thinking you're going to get that 14-year-old boy.
You got the water gun at your side.
He's got his condoms.
Seat.
He's planning the whole thing. He's all excited.
He pulls up and
goes to the convenience store, probably craning his neck as he drives up. Hey, where is that fine young lad?
Where's that little fella?
Where is that little minx?
Where's that little fella that understands?
I know he's here somewhere. Wait a minute. Officer, have you seen a young boy around here? What an idiot.
But it's good he wasn't conspicuous, because a lot of people carry water guns and condoms, you idiot.
Sure.
The kit of the child molester.
God.
was a gag. A gag for his forecast. He'd go on, take the water gun, squirt it at his head. It's going to rain today. No.
Then he put the condom on. Don't I feel like a dick?
Make sure you wear your rubbers, because it's going to rain. And then he fires off the water gun. That's probably what his lawyer's going to say. He was a crazy guy.
And I'll
what
bet
a crazy weatherman.
I'll bet you that the FBI sent some pictures of some smooth youngster, like a 9.5.
Probably.
Some Joaquin Phoenix-looking boy.
Jesus. Not a hair to be found.
Oh, no, maybe a blonde, wispy one under the belly button.
And there he goes, pulling up to the convenience store, busted.
Trail to heaven.
All right. Well, there you go.
That stinks.
Another teen story.
Florida weatherman. All those hurricanes got to him.
They never learn. Mm-hmm.
Come on, kid, lay back. Let's just pretend I'm Ivan and I'll blow through your little town.
God.
Sicko.
All right, we have an Ashley Simpson update.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, they had the 2004 Radio Music Awards last night, Anthony.
And thank God they did, Opie.
You know, they invite us to this thing here and there, and we've always said, no thank you.
It looks really boring. And watching it on TV, but I think they roped me in anyway. And I gotta say, I'm starting to think conspiracy.
What do you mean?
Conspiracy.
What do you mean?
He's ripping me off because it's conspiracy against me, Robin. I'm thinking the SNL thing was a ruse to get people to tune into this stupid thing that never gets good ratings.
She's putting a lot on the line, though, man.
You think?
People don't appreciate the Milli Vanillis of the world.
I disagree. To me, I think that's going to eventually be a career ruiner for her.
Yeah.
I think she's going to survive it temporarily, but I think it's going to wreck her because it's like that's a bad, humiliating.
Really is bad.
These publicists are getting clever as far as getting attention.
But
for their
she's getting a
clients.
lot of press, and they're spinning it like all kinds of ways. Oh, now the latest one, her father came out and said she she had what was it?
Yeah,
acid reflux.
Acid reflux.
Her father said Monday his 19-year-old daughter used the extra help because acid reflux disease had made her voice harsh.
All that acid pumping around in her stomach.
Rotten little non-eating, nervous, untalented stomach.
Doesn't that also make your ass raw?
Of course it does. If you have a lot of acid reflux, it's because of the acid in your stomach, and that stuff goes down into your intestines. And it just churns out what you wind up getting is what they call the salad shooter.
Yeah.
Which is just like, forget it. Leaves it all over the place. You wonder how it could, up your back, it looks like you ran through a mud puddle on your bicycle without a rear fender. You ever do that and you get the big strip up the back of your hair? Like, how does it get up? Oh, no. It's up the back of the toilet, under the rim. Sometimes you lift it up to take a leak. You're like, how did it get there? How the hell did it get there?
That's funny.
Like, what is that?
She's a douche for just walking off that stage and leaving her band there.
Hung her band out to dry. Blamed it on the band.
Just showing it's all about her.
I bet her crack is always sore from being in the toilet so much.
She can't sit too long or she gets what's called cranky ass, where it's just all
swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
You ever get that, though, when you sweat and it's raw and sore from being wiped so much? And it feels like you have like a sour cream and onion potato chip in there?
Oh, that was nasty.
Salty and sore.
She's pretty much blaming the fact that she used a vocal track at SNL on acid reflux.
It was a little acid reflux.
Yeah.
She must have been all nervous and Nelly. Just feeling like she's got to take one, just percolating. Yeah.
But she came out in the press.
Sounds like a hinge, like an old rusty hinge in your stomach. You're just laying there and it's like... Makes predator sounds. You got a Wookiee in your belly. That feels good for 2 seconds, and then it kicks up again. The old dirigible gut.
She's percolating.
Percolating. Oh.
So she's blaming it on the
Quiet,
acid
hot
reflux.
farts in the dressing room.
Oh, there's people in there primping her. You know it.
The
They
hot
gotta
air.
get-
The hot air
Sorry.
farts. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, oops. Sorry. Yeah, no, my hair, I want it in front of my face a little more, so... I'm sorry. That was my band. Oh. Awful.
Oh, that awful little jig.
Blaming it on her little tummy.
She blamed it on her tummy. She blamed it on her band.
Yeah.
And she came out in the press basically saying that she would never lip sync.
No.
She was so graceless handling this whole thing. That's, to me, what's going to really hurt her. She was such a graceless pig handling this whole thing.
Well, it just shows she probably was brought up like a spoiled brat.
I saw her lip
know?
syncing because at one point I saw her butthole open and close, and then I heard it didn't even line up. She was ass syncing, sphincter syncing. Sorry, guys. Green cloud in the dressing room. Oh, just a toxic cloud. Smoke detectors going off.
Little acid reflux farts.
Rotten eggs. Old catalytic converter butt. Just stinks. Stinks like an old Buick LeSabre. Oh, guys! Trying to be cute, but everyone's just disgusted.
Sour log farts.
Oh.
So anyway, we got some clips from the
That
2004.
thong of hers looks like Augusta Gloop's mouth. Augustus Gloop, you dumb shit.
I got it, though.
That's funny. I want to tell that joke in Augustus, Georgia.
Shut up! I stink. Ah. Stink like Ashley
Simpson.
ass. Oh, guys! I apologize.
Oh, she is
Man.
awful. She's god awful.
So we got the clips from the 2004 Radio Music Awards.
Yeah.
Forgot
about that. Yeah.
So they get a lot of DJs together to present all sorts of awards.
Yeah, this is their night to shine, Opie, the DJ.
They haven't asked us in a while because we've been
Out of work?
out of work
Off
on
the radio?
sidelines, but it's just a gig.
A scourge to the industry, an embarrassment to all of radio? Is that why, maybe?
Oh yeah, I don't think we're in the club anymore.
No.
Looks like your Augustus Gloops.
The hell is that?
Oh, I'm tearing up.
So,
Augusta Gloop.
It's
I was
still-
so eager to get it out, I left the ass end of the name off.
I still got
What a little eager guy. I'm like, ooh, that's a good one.
I still got the visual, though. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, if Ash Simpson could hear that.
So eager to get it out. I'll just leave the end of his name off. They'll know what it was.
Hey, Master.
Little Jimmy Nook.
Hey, my heart and mouth.
Hey, it's the Tony Dare.
it's Anthony.
Shut up. Oh.
Yeah, all right.
Can we drill that into the ground?
So we got an example of the DJs being a little wacky here. Anthony.
Yeah.
This was some of the fine programming last night on what?
yeah.
ABC, I think?
I don't know.
Whatever.
NBC.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Ben Affleck. I'm Kid Craddock, the loser without a mic.
I'm Jamie White, and I'm playing the part of the fat Paris Hilton.
Thank you, fat Paris Hilton. I'm JoJo Wright. Once every year, they take the time to put us radio guys on television, and this is what happens.
Radio Music Awards. They gotta put
Exactly.
us on,
Thank you.
Well, by the way, this is all we know how to do. Hey, everybody, and sit past the hour. Play the hits and pop of the zits.
Yeah.
God, that's true. Oof.
Playing the hits and popping the zits.
They all just can't say enough. They're all just got to chime in. She has that sexy, broken-up laryngitis girl voice.
Right.
But she's probably a slob.
I think that one's pretty hot, actually.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, I think she's kind of hot.
God, I hate when
But
that
the funniest thing is
bitch.
that they were acting like
The record skipped.
they were acting like wacky DJs, but they're wacky DJs. They're wacky
Yeah.
DJs trying to be wacky, act like wacky DJs. You
Yeah.
get it?
Yeah.
They're trying to be ironic, but they're actually portraying themselves accurately.
There you go. Bravo. Look at Ashley Simpson now. She's on the Today Show.
I know.
An exclusive interview. This really worked for her, I think. I don't think there were enough people that... I don't think she had this credibility that was going to be broken up by her lip syncing. So what it's done is gotten her on all kinds of TV shows. Everyone was watching her last night to see what she sounded like live. Now she's doing all the talk shows. I think it was a pretty good move.
You might be right, but I also think this is damage control. This is real damage control. I mean, that was a bad thing that happened. I'm not saying it couldn't be, but
it's kind of working for her now.
Yeah.
It's going to work for her for a little while, like Jim said, but I think she's going to eat it in the end.
'Cause I don't think it's not like she's good. Like if she was a good singer, then I go,
Yeah.
oh, all right, she really can sing.
Uh-huh.
But I think she really stinks, and then people are like, ugh, she stinks.
Doing her stupid dance.
Oh,
They show a
here it
clip of
goes.
her stupid dance, and then she stops, and then she starts doing some kind of river dance thing.
Oh, it's hilarious.
And she does the hokey...
The hoedown.
Hoe
She's doing
down.
the hoedown thing. That DNA's a bitch, man. You got Jessica Simpson that's just so freaking hot and stupid.
hotter than hot, big can.
And then her sister, look at that. The DNA is mixed around a little differently, and look.
It's like
that.
Patrick Swayze's retarded brother.
Yeah,
You ever see
exactly.
Patrick Swayze?
This
like
is-
when the chicks really dug Patrick Swayze in the 80s, and then they parade out Patrick Swayze's
Brother
brother.
on
We
the
get
talk
like
shows?
a guest shot on the A-Team or something, and you saw him come on, and you're like,
Wow,
is
what
that
happened to
Patrick
Swayze?
No, but it's got to be him because it looks like him, but it looks like him retarded. And then you find out it's Patrick Swayze's brother. That's what Ashley's like. It's like Jessica's retarded little sister.
And she did not get the looks in the family.
I don't like her stupid Davy Jones hairdo. She really is awful.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we got Ashley Simpson.
Ooh.
You know, Eric Logan did that corporate little speech for us yesterday.
Yeah.
And then they took our production room away for 3 or 4 days, and they want this show more gooder.
Thanks.
And we have this, Ashley Simpson is on the Today Show, exclusive interview. We could have cut up the audio really fast and made something good out of it today.
No,
But
no.
we don't have a production studio.
Well, they're building something, Opie. And eventually they'll kick everyone
His
out.
speech
We'll have the whole floor.
His speech had the worst timing, is what it comes down to.
Well,
Give us the rah-rah speech and then take away more of the tools to make this show better.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
The rah-rah speech.
Oh, that was just
It was a rah-rah speech.
What I'm going to do is rip apart your studio and put all the parts in a bucket.
Right.
I'm going to cart the bucket out of here so you can't use the production studio anymore.
That's the bucket filled with things we cannot control.
bucket.
But we're going to bring in a new bucket with all
Let's say
new
the
things.
studio is the field that the World Series is going to be played on. You guys are the Yankees. You won't be going to that field. Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
And a more
Thank
perfect
you.
analogy would have been, here's the bucket of things that you can control, and here's the dumpster of things that you can't. How about the thimble dumpster analogy?
Thimble, damn it. Thimble dumpster, more funny. All right. Well, we got Ashley Simpson on this Radio Music Awards last night.
Oh, yes. She can sing. She can sing.
We could have the current stuff, but we don't have a production studio today, so we'll have to go to last night's audio. Okay?
Everyone was freaking. She was going to sing live.
All right,
you guys got to step your game up and get this show a little bit boom, boom, boom. You know, you got to bang out some better.
Listen
boom,
how
boom, boom.
hokey this is, and listen how the crowd just ate it up, Anthony.
She fakes
just
it.
ate it up.
Now, what do you do if your big sister has her own MTV series and sells millions of albums?
Well, it's simple. You get your own MTV series and you sell millions of albums. And now, live, yes, live,
Live.
on the RMS stage, please give it up for Ashley Simpson.
Listen.
One song, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding, you guys.
Oh, that's so funny. That's hilarious. Isn't that great?
You think you know me? The word on the street is that you do. You are my history. Sorry. What I tell you won't be true.
Listen to her. She's nothing. She's trying for... I think she's trying for a Gwen Stefani thing. There's a little bit of that she's trying for.
Little Fiona Apple, maybe?
She's trying for, maybe a little of that thrown in. That affected voice where she, like, all the words have to be whined.
Definitely Fiona Apple.
Yeah, there's something there.
That's sultry.
And she's trying to be the Avril Lavigne a little bit. She wants to be like rock chick. And she's none.
She stinks. I mean, she really stinks.
She's awful.
Her voice has the range of Mark Parento's sexual preference. Is there any more of that song, Hope? We can hear like another line or something? I don't mean to jump in and cause production problems.
Yeah, you should hear her affected voice.
That's all we wanted.
I want more. I think she's good.
It's just a little sample. Oh, no, what we do have, though.
She's terrible.
It gets hokier. Then Carson Daly interviewed Ashley Simpson.
Ugh.
Is Carson done yet?
Nah,
Is that done?
He's the big new star, man.
Is that thing done?
No, they love him. NBC loves Carson Daly.
They love him?
Yeah, they sure do.
So
does anyone watch the show? Oh, Jim Norton.
Loves Carson.
Well, you were on Carson's
Daly?
show.
Oh, he's on already.
He was on the show.
Actually, we met him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, it's just
but
I'm not into his talk show. I cannot watch it.
Well, he interviews Ashley after her performance.
Ooh.
Listen to this.
We have you here live, exclusively. Of course, I have to ask you the question. Are your sister's boobs real?
Yes, they're very real. They're very real. And that was a good question, too.
Good. Oh, and the Saturday Night Live thing.
Oh,
This
yeah,
must be driving you crazy. What happened?
I like that question better. Not the Saturday Night Live one, the boob one. It's crazy, but, you move on and whatever. Things happen. I'm a human being, and,
And you haven't been feeling well, which people are just now saying something was wrong with your throat.
severe acid reflux, and the day of Saturday Night Live, I actually completely lost my voice. And the rehearsals was going great, and then, comes 4 hours to the show, and I lost my voice, so.
All right, well, thank you for talking to us. All right, Ashley Simpson, everybody. Ellen K, back to you.
So she took care of this acid reflux in 2 days, I guess. Because it was Saturday, not even 2 days.
Well, she took some Tums.
Yeah.
Tums. And that's all she needed. Tums.
What a fraud.
How do you spell relief? C-U-N-T.
What a fraud. All right.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, well, I'm glad the MTV Music Awards just passed, because they would have brought her out.
Oh, sure. Done another little gag.
She stinks.
On ice.
I mean, it's mind-boggling how awful she is. Like, her real voice is brutal.
And there's plenty of talented people out there that'll never, ever get the shot.
Absolutely.
That's how it works. She has no range. She's got no control over her voice. She's not a real singer.
She can't dance either. That awful
the dance
move.
is... Oh, and then not even just the awful wacky move she was doing on SNL, but last night. If you see a clip of last night's performance at that Radio Music Awards, horrific. She's doing a dance. It looks like a convulsion. I swear to God, it's a River Phoenix dance that she does. Awful.
Do the Viper.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry.
Oh,
sorry, guys. They're just cute little poops. Oh, there's another cute one. The milk duds shooting out our ass.
Holy ass. What is that?
I don't know.
A gas station fire. Isn't that horrible that we have a TV in this studio?
No, it's great, because we like goofing on everything. What?
Oh, my God. And the two kids from The Shining. My daughter.
Chopped your wife and daughters up, and then you blew your brains out. Sorry to differ with you, sir.
This guy's pissed off at us. Jeremy, what's up?
Oh, no, I'm not pissed. I just think, you got to lighten up on Jessica Simpson. She's big and famous, and she has a little brother who's giving it a go. Her voice hasn't even changed yet. Give him time to go through puberty.
Suck that cock. We're not talking about him. We're talking about her.
Well,
that's a woman?
Yeah, see, that was the joke.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm a literal idiot.
That was the joke.
I'm sorry, man.
The joke was that she's kind of manly. So
I don't know if she's manly. She's just not. She doesn't have that sex appeal that her sister has.
Not at all.
She doesn't have it.
It's a huge drop off from Jessica to Ashley.
Her sister wears those dresses with the low cut tops and everything, and it's just big, huge cans hanging out. She's dumb as dirt, or actually, what I like saying now, she's dumb as Danza. I like that. Kind of rolls off the tongue. Dumb as Danza. A new contest. Dumb as Danza. Are you as stupid as me? Dumb as Danza. Oh, she is. Hold on. And for some reason that men can't figure out, that is very attractive. She's blonde, stupid, and has huge cans. And her sister, trying to not be Jessica, dyes her hair black and has no singing talent whatsoever. Doesn't have the body, doesn't have the face, and she comes off all snotty.
This kills me.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was Tony.
Doing his Barney Rubble laugh.
Tony's part of our show now. He reacts to what's going on in the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me hear a little.
I'm feeling pretty good, I gotta tell you.
Hey, that's a spicy meatball.
Now, it's a beautiful day. I'm doing a Columbus Day parade. I'm excited. I'm Italian. You know what I mean? I got everything today.
You know what he is to Italians? Like Stepin Fetchit is to black people. Like Sambo. Like Lil Black Sambo is to black people. Like a big, fat Aunt Jemima with the thing on her head. That's what it is. Old sleep and eat. That's what he is. That's what he is to Italians. Hey, I'm the dumb Dago, huh? Everything's cool, huh? Ugh.
He should be forced to sing. Like the way- Maybe he should dance on Abe Vigoda's feet. Makes me nauseous.
Mike and PA, what's up?
Stereotypical Dago.
Mikey.
Ugh.
How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Love your show.
All right.
But I just want to give Jimmy some feedback.
Hi.
Jimmy, you're funny as shit.
Thank you.
But
stinks,
stupid, and awful. I want you to go home tonight and read the thesaurus and come up with some new words.
No, dude, that's just the way I talk. I'm not going to come up. I'm not Dennis Miller. I'm not going to try to be obscure. I just speak the way I speak.
Yeah, that's odiferous.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it'd be cool to throw a new word in once in a while.
All right.
You stink.
How about this? Asshole caller. How's that? How's that for a new term? Ugh, how's that? I hope you die in a gas station fire.
Well, they didn't die.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
The video's crazy, though.
That guy smells bad.
So what happened with this gas station fire?
I don't know.
It looks like a car plowed right into the...
No, it looked like it was sitting there, but did you see the roof of it collapse?
No, the
Is that
whole
what
thing
happened?
went
They came in?
sideways.
Yeah.
The car hit it, right?
Yeah.
Big Kev?
There was one car. It hit the pumps in the middle, and it fell onto.
Turn off
another
the pumps,
car.
Hap. Turn off the pumps.
All right, let's say hi to Wes in New Jersey. Hey, Wes.
Hey, guys, what's going on? I used to listen to you guys on WNEW all the time. Love you on XM.
Hi.
Ah, yes.
All right. I don't have XM in my work truck, so I was listening to K-Rock this morning, and I heard the beginning of a douchebag show. Sorry. And he said everybody that goes up against him is going to be a loser because he's the number one, and he's the first one to try out satellite radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, first one.
How could he keep saying he's the first one to go to satellite radio when we had a huge New York Times feature this past Sunday?
I said I was the first one, but I had acid reflux, so perhaps that's why I said it.
And I have to call him and say, you douchebags, O&A's been on for a month already, and they're going to be 2 years ahead of you.
Yeah, I don't get how he's trying to say he's the first one when we're getting a ton of coverage. The New York Times had a huge article on us on Sunday. It's kind of weird.
He's the first one. There you go.
You can't really hide the fact that we beat you to it. And do you really consider Sirius a satellite radio company at this point?
Yeah.
They are such a distant second, it's not even funny. And then the announcement...
They have tens of listeners.
And then the announcement that's coming out is just going to... It's going to be ridiculous after today.
It's a biggie.
It's a
biggie.
It's a huge announcement going down at 1 o'clock. We're going to the press conference, I think, right?
Are we?
Are we allowed?
Yeah.
Are they proud of us enough to
No.
allow us to stand there as they make this huge announcement?
Here's 2 buckets. Wear them over your heads during the press conference.
You know, and there's other announcements around the corner. I mean, it's not even a race anymore. It
This is
just
the big
isn't.
one.
It's
The,
a huge announcement.
The technology end of this business, as far as the units go and what you listen to this fine program on, leaps and bounds ahead. Leaps and bounds. You'd be pleasantly surprised to see what the future holds.
I like Sirius's units, though, because every unit comes with a coupon for an orthopedic back surgeon. When you lug that hunk of shit to your vehicle, that 50-pound dead weight of mediocrity to stick in your car.
No, what's going to happen? We're going to announce what we're going to announce today. Can we
Mhm.
even say it? It's all over the place.
Nope.
No, can't
It's
announce
a big
it.
secret.
It's a
What?
big secret.
What?
It's a big
Because
secret.
I want to talk about what Sirius is going to come out.
You can't.
I could just say this.
You can't announce it.
All right, I'm just going to say this.
Wall Street.
I'm just going to say this, okay?
What, Opie?
You know, XM is way ahead in the technology, and they come out with all these great new products, and then Sirius tries to quickly come up with their version.
Right. It's like two guys with a soldering iron in a closet somewhere trying to build something to compete.
So their version, which I hear is well over a year to 2 years away, is going to include a backpack to carry it around.
Ah, that's great. A backpack.
You're going to need a backpack to carry it around.
A knapsack.
And that's how they're going to compete with what we're about to announce today.
There you go.
Isn't
that great?
Everyone knows those freaking backpacks. That's how clunky their version's going to be in 2 years from now.
There you go.
Wonder if you get like a little free stuffed dog with every purchase. You can pet it while you're listening to your 40-pound radio.
Hey, Jim, you're going to be in Sacramento, right?
Oh, yeah, November 5, 6. Thank you, Opie, for that little plug. I forgot all about it. Punchline Comedy Club.
Next weekend. Well,
Is that next weekend? Yeah, a week from this weekend.
There you go. That's what I meant to say. Well, Chad is checking in from Sacramento. It's 5 in the morning in Sacramento. What's up, Chad? Chad? He fell asleep. He's been on hold since the show started. Chad, you still there? Oh, my God, he's snoring. Listen.
Oh, he fell asleep.
Listen.
It's Anthony at yesterday's meeting.
It is really early in Sacramento. That's why. He probably was waiting on hold and he fell asleep.
Well, we started the show at 6, so, you know, he was probably just getting his night done and figured he'll get a quick call into us, and we put him on hold for 2 hours, and now he's snoring away. Listen.
There he is, sawing wood.
All right. You know, I could be a good guy and just hang up on him, but we're going to keep him there
leave
for the
him
rest
on hold.
of the show.
See how long he stays
So he
there.
has a nice, fine phone bill. Because this is a long-distance call. Listen.
Long distance. There he is.
Well, he had some... he has a massage parlor he wanted to turn you on to when you go to Sacramento.
Sounds like an exciting one, doesn't it?
God, he's out cold. All right, we'll keep him on hold. We'll check in with him as the show goes on here. Let's say hi to Steve in Illinois, which is officially the sexiest state in America.
Sexiest state.
What's up, Steve?
That's right. We got some horny women in Illinois. That's right.
Hell yeah. So what's going on today?
I've been trying to get hold of you guys for a while. I didn't know about you. I listen to you guys every now and then in New York City when I was out there. I'm a truck driver. And I got my accent. I tuned you guys in. You guys fucking rock, man.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you.
And I got WOW on the back both of my trailer doors.
Oh, that's going to work, bro. I'm telling you. The girls see the WOW on the back of the trailers, and if they feel like it, they're going to flash you as you're driving down the highway.
That's right.
And good news. They are going to mail out the WOW stickers starting today. I got to the bottom of it, and they haven't been mailing the WOW stickers out. But after that little rah-rah speech yesterday from Eric Logan, we decided to shove it back in his face and say, okay, what are you doing for us now?
Now what you do?
Now what are you doing?
Why haven't they been mailing them out, Ope?
I don't know. We announced at least 2 or 3 weeks ago that our fine listeners could just go to our website, and there's a place there where you just leave your address, and we would send the WOW stickers out.
Was somebody in charge of that?
And it was 2 or 3 weeks ago we announced that, and people still haven't gotten their WOW stickers, so we threw it back in their face yesterday. Said, what about the WOW stickers?
Yeah.
So I guess they're finally going to mail those out starting today.
All right.
So you should get them soon, okay? All right, we should take a break.
Yes, George the Geek, somewhere in New Jersey. We know what XM's going to announce, and a lot of people also know what XM's going to announce because it has been in the news. But see, the difference is there's been no official word from anyone that is representing XM. Right. If we announced it, it would be an official word from XM employees. See? That's why.
Which is
you idiot.
Which is a very dangerous thing to do as far as Wall Street goes. We're trying to be smarter on this show. We want to keep our jobs.
I love Wall Street.
That's right. Oh, you do? Oh.
I turned a nice dime yesterday.
We'll talk about that in a few minutes, okay?
Sure.
All right. Anthony made $6,000 yesterday.
I made $6,000 in about 45 minutes.
While playing video poker.
While I was playing video poker.
You'll explain in a couple minutes here.
Oh, it's so cute.
Whoopsie daisy. Opie and Anthony Show. Asses like 10-year-old boys.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I was listening to some rap music this afternoon. Not that I had a choice. It was coming out of a Jeep 4 miles away. Yeah, can you turn that crap up? I still have one eyeball left in the socket. It's good music. It has a message. Kill Whitey! And white people are dancing to it. I love this song. It mentions my name twice. I like rap, man. I don't care when they mess with the turntable. Sounds like a fat chick walking in corduroys. Please welcome MC Chafe. Remember, they call scratching an art form. Remember the old days? You're at a party, you bumped into the turntable, you're an asshole. Now you're a musical genius. Is he drunk? No, he's cutting an album. Get away from the turntable, Bill. Fuck you, I'm good. Give me a contract. Now rappers are shooting each other, huh? Finally. If we could just get the country and western people to join in, it'll be a perfect world. I'd hate to see Billy Ray Cyrus take a cap in the achy breaky ass, huh? That would suck. Boy, we want to lose that talent, would we? Rappers are shooting each other. It's getting crazy over music, man. Remember the old days of shooting? Cops used to look through mug photos. Now they look through the R&B section at Tower Records. So, I need a vacation. Obviously, I'm a tad stressed, and,
You're driving. This is your daily commute. You tune in your XM radio. You pay little attention, if any, to the road. You are approaching the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Suddenly, for no apparent reason, you pull the wheel strongly to the right. Your car is pole vaulted into the air. Gravity takes a hold and you head to the water. The impact is like concrete. Then you slowly submerge. Feeling the cold presence of wetness, oxygen is slowly purged from your vehicle. And for a moment you think to yourself, man, my XM radio sounds so good. Man.
The game that was born on the radio now joins the next generation of radio. XM Satellite Radio is now the official satellite service of Major League Baseball. Starting in 2005, XM will bring you live play-by-play broadcasts of every Major League game all season long, from spring training to the World Series. Now you can hear your hometown team wherever you are, and it's all part of your basic monthly XM plan. Major League Baseball coming to XM in 2005. It's radio to the power of X.
Thanks for calling Liquid Metal. A representative will be right with you. Liquid Metal is criminally hard music and offensive. It has also been known to cause inner ear hemorrhaging. Go check out Channel 42. XMLM appreciates you holding. Someone will be right with you.
Radio to the power of X. XM Satellite Radio.
Did you just put a firecracker in my vagina?
I just wanted to see what would happen.
No. Get it out.
Come on. What's the big deal? It'll be fun.
Are you fucking crazy? What are you doing with that lighter?
I'm coming closer.
If you blow up my pussy, I'm gonna bludgeon you.
Oh, stop. Relax. I'm just screwing around.
Ow.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
What? No. Norton has acid reflux in the studio once again this morning.
No.
God, oh, my God.
Was that?
That was Kev.
God.
That was friggin' Kev.
That was Kev.
No, not a lot. No. Kev, was that you? You fuck. God damn it.
What? Get on the mic. Oh, my God.
He farted like goddamn thunder 5 seconds before you went in the air.
No, it was like 5 minutes ago. It went away, and then he farted and walked out.
Kev, dude, we're trying to become professional broadcasters. This isn't helping us.
Who farted? Who
Jim.
did it?
I know he farted.
Loud as thunder.
But it was nothing. It was a dud, believe me.
Did you fart or not?
5 minutes ago.
And did he fart?
Yes,
I
just
did
now.
not fart. That is a lie.
Dude.
What? Don't be ashamed.
I'm not ashamed.
You
I
let
didn't
one
do
loose
it.
in Philly that you still haven't claimed.
That was not me.
That was
that
so
listener in
you.
Philly.
We were hanging out doing our promotional tour in Philly, and Anthony and I are doing the thing, taking pictures, signing autographs, and there's a whole group of people around us, and we're just kind of shooting the ass, you know. And all of a sudden, this fart was let loose, and I know it wasn't Norton because Norton wasn't around. The whole area completely cleared.
Cleared out. Wasn't
Completely, and everyone was just horrified, and everyone was saying it was you.
Wasn't me. Sure, blame the fat guy.
Aren't you ashamed?
Yes,
no, I'm not.
ashamed.
We didn't bring your fatness into this.
I did.
We were just talking about your just awful ass gas.
Ashley Simpson was performing.
Speaking of which, Balloon Not Joe in New York City writes on the instant feedback, Ashley Simpson, Anthony, she was hopping around the stage trying to shake a log she let go, hoping it would fall out near her ankle due to acid reflux.
Right.
Right. Anthony, you made $6,000 last night?
Yes. Made a quick $6,000. How about that? As I was playing online poker.
You're winning with
on
online
party
poker?
Party Poker. PartyPoker.com.
I thought you weren't really winning with that game.
No, I'm not. I kind of stay right about where I am. I might lose 50, 75 bucks one day, and then I'm up 75 bucks the next day. But no, that wasn't what I was doing. As I'm playing Party Poker, I go to check my email, and on Yahoo, I have all my little stocks that are on the side. Looking at our great Citadel stock, which just blows monkey ass. It's down to, what, 13?
And Fareed blows monkey ass.
Oh.
Way to throw us under the bus, you ass.
Thanks, Fareed. Thanks for that inside edge, that inside little Wall Street angle that he gave us. That we got in on the IPO, which is the initial public offering of this stock that was coming out for Citadel. $19 a share. That's what it was being offered at. But you get in early. You get this great $19 price, and you buy it, and it's supposed to go up.
Right.
Yeah. No. We had the privilege of getting in at $19 a share and watched it just plummet to $13 a share.
It's around $13.50 today, I think.
$13.50, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Great, thanks. With no sign of it coming back to 19.
And that was my retirement money. I'm so screwed, man.
That's my retirement fund.
Maybe if we worked for Fareed, the stock would have went up, I guess.
Yeah, perhaps.
He was very pissed off when we decided to go to satellite radio instead of his fine, very small company.
Yeah. Thanks.
Be heard all over the country on satellite radio, or go to Citadel and be heard in Wilkes-Barre and Buffalo.
Scranton.
I don't know what we should do, Anthony. I remember the phone call to you. I don't know.
What do we do?
Let's see. We go on satellite radio. We're heard in New York City, L.A.,
Broadcast national,
Philly, Washington, Boston, every city in between.
Or to the Amish.
Or go to Citadel and broadcast to the Amish. Exactly. Oh, no, but what he wanted was us to give up on the dream of being heard in New York City. He said, let's give it some time.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys are so effed in this industry that we need to start you in a small little radio market.
Thanks for the beat down.
He's like, how about we make you the new morning guys in Reno, Nevada?
Oh, there we go.
This late in our career, we're going to go that far backwards and go to Reno, Nevada and do a morning show. And he's like, and then in 6 to 8 months, this is how radio fucks think. And I swear to God, I hate just about everybody in this business.
They are awful.
Because they all think they know more than Anthony and I. They just don't.
No.
So this guy, and he used to be a friend of ours, and I say used to because after we signed with satellite radio, then he throws us under the bus and talks bad about us and says that, the whole satellite radio industry should be regulated, and Opie and Anthony went for the money instead of the smart move, which was to go back in commercial radio. He just trashed us. It's like...
It was the smart move.
So he wanted to put us in Reno, Nevada to do mornings for 6 to 8 months, Anthony, in one tiny little market, and then... 6 to 8 months down the road, we'll look at it, and we'll maybe try to get you back on a New York City radio station.
Thanks.
Thank you, Fareed.
Thanks. No.
No, thank you. So the point?
Yeah. Yesterday,
yeah.
right?
Citadel stock.
So I'm playing. Yeah, Citadel stock plummeted.
Okay.
Went down to 13.50, and now that's where it sits. And I don't see any sign that it's coming back. Do you?
No.
Goddamn thing's been downgraded by everybody.
Commercial radio's so effed, I just don't see how the Citadel stock is going to bounce back.
I know.
I just don't see it.
It's going to be scooped up by somebody, maybe. I don't know. So now it's just yet another stock that's got to sit there because you can't sell it.
Right.
Because you lost money on it, so now it's just got to sit there and wait.
Kind of like my American Tower stock.
Yeah, Ope's got another one of those.
Finally making a comeback.
Boy.
Anthony sold his at $50 a share, I believe.
Yup.
And we got that one for free. That was our raise back in the Boston days.
Right. Brucey Midman got us those.
Yeah, instead of giving us a raise.
Instead of money, I'll give you these stocks.
Boys, I know you don't know anything about the stock market, but I'm going to give you options,
boys.
You're going to get 2,000 shares, but we're only going to invest 400 shares a year. So you're going to have to stay with me for 5 years to get all 2,000 shares, boys.
Thanks, Bruce.
But then we got fired and we got all 2,000 shares. See,
Yep.
we're very smart.
Right.
We're smarter than you think.
And Opie still holds those shares. What are they worth now?
I was smart, then I got really stupid. Anthony sold his at wasn't it in the 40s?
Yeah.
45 or so?
Yeah, around there.
$45 a share.
Ago.
So you made like $90,000 on that.
I did?
Puppy.
That much?
Well, minus half, but you made $90,000.
I think I had to give away half.
It says somewhere you made $90,000 on that transition.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, man, this thing's going higher, Anthony. We don't know crap about the stock market. This thing went down at $2 a share. Anthony got out, made $90,000. Mine was worth $4,000.
$4,000.
But it's making a comeback. I think it's up to like $15 or $16 a share. I'm getting there.
Is it? You're getting there?
I'm getting there
slowly
but
working
surely.
your way back up.
So anyway, the stock market.
Oh, so yesterday, now I log on to my Dusty E-Trade account, which I used to play with a lot back in the older days, because I noticed Google. No, Google came out 2 months ago or so. It IPO was.
Let's talk about an IPO. What was the IPO price?
About $80 a share.
Oh my!
It was pretty high, but it went up to over 100 on the first day of trading alone. So the people made money. And talk about not looking back. This thing has just kept climbing and climbing and climbing. A couple of days ago, had a $25 day. Went up $25 in one day. Haven't seen movement like that in any stock in years since the old .com bubble that everyone loves to talk about. But that thing went, that thing just went crazy, $25. So yesterday, I check it out. It's up at about, I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's up $11 on the day. So I'm thinking, now I don't have enough money to dump in and buy this thing, which is now at about $170-something a share. But there are options. I bought these options, stock options. It's the option to buy the stock at a certain set price. So I pick some up. Winds up costing me $6,000 I had in my E-Trade account. I'm like, okay, let me buy these options. And with options, you're not actually buying anything. You're buying the privilege of buying this stock at a certain price. So if the options expire, which they do, they have expiration dates, you're left with nothing, with zero zip zilch. So you're risking the money. It's not like you can hold on to it hoping it goes up.
I'm so confused, but I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
I do the basic stock trading.
Yeah.
I don't,
you got to get in
I don't
heavy.
do the putses and the options.
It was a call.
And call. What?
It was $195 strike price, November call.
What?
That's what it was. Bought it for $6,000 at about 1 o'clock.
All right.
At about 2 o'clock, I punched out. It was worth $12,000, Opie.
You made $6,000 in a couple hours?
I made $6,000 on that trip. That's right.
Wow.
I was thrilled, and at the same time, I'm getting pissed off because at the same time I'm doing this, I'm playing poker online.
Video poker, yes.
Video poker. And I'm getting mad because I'm losing like $4 to some guy that had a flush, and I had to straight, and I'm yelling at the computer. You know, I gotta put things in perspective sometimes, which I can't do when I'm playing video poker. I get very angry when I lose. Even if it's like, it's like $5, I'm very angry. I have a flush, someone has a full house, I'll spit at the screen. Like, puh, puh, you mother...
And you're still getting pissed even though you're up $6,000 on the
day.
On the stock market.
Yeah.
So you think the stock market is going to pull you back in? Please, God.
With
please
plays
no,
like
please
that?
No, please no.
As a matter of fact, well, no, you know something? We only have a half hour on the air when the market opens.
I think that's the reason we really went to mornings, to prevent you from day trading, during the radio show.
I'm going to look at 9:30 and see what it's doing.
And see what you could do today?
And perhaps I could work some
magic?
Work some magic today.
You know,
we'll see what happens.
You got to tell the people, you were up, you were day trading live during our radio show. We've talked about this many times. There are times I'm trying to make some incredible point on our stupid radio show. I look at Anthony, and he's not even paying attention. He's trying to get out of stocks and buy new ones, and it was just a nightmare. But there was a point you were up like $100,000, wasn't it? Weren't you up $100,000?
Yes, I was up $100,000.
$100,000.
I had turned a $10,000 initial investment that I put into the E-Trade account into a little over $90,000.
Right.
And it went away in about a week.
You lost it all.
In about a week. I'm like, well, this is easy. You go, oh, my God, I could make, you start thinking, oh, my God, I could turn this into $1 million, I bet. And you just heavy up. And I heavied up on a lot of stock options, because that was the easiest way. You could leverage so much stock for such a little amount of money, comparatively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom fell out of the market, like everyone remembers, and my options became worthless. And I lost the money. Nothing. Wow. Nothing.
Can't you just say, look, I made a mistake. I'd like to go back and get my money, and they'll give it to you?
Yeah, that works sometimes. Actually, who's this? Chubsy Ubsy in Jersey. Boys, when will Beeks show up with the crop report?
All right. Hey, we got an old friend checking in, Anthony. The first time on the brand new radio show, it's Carlos Mencia. Carlos.
What is up, studs?
Carlos. Are you calling from L.A.?
Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles, so it's like the crack of my ass dawn here.
I know. That's what sucks about us doing morning radio. All our friends in L.A. have to get up nice and early or don't go to bed to talk to us.
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing yesterday, except my wife's, it was my birthday on October 22nd, which was Friday, and she flew in, like, people that I didn't know just out of nowhere. It was like a surprise. So I wanted to get crazy yesterday, but her family was upstairs, dude.
Yeah.
You guys doing that fucking song?
I thought it would, help the mood.
Yeah, we're trying to wake you up a little bit, Carlos.
No, I'm fine, dude. I'm awake.
All right.
I was awake yesterday, too. I was just afraid to throw out a big fat funk on the radio.
Hey, are you calling us from your living room?
No.
I hear the echo because I've been in Carlos's house in L.A. and he's got.
Oh, you have, Opie.
He's got when I was kind of quantum leaping all over America in our time off, I hung out with Carlos a little bit in L.A. and he's got the biggest living room I've ever seen. You could play like tennis in his living room.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
It's fucking big in there, isn't it?
It's huge. So they threw you a surprise party?
Yeah, it was awesome. Which normally I hate surprises, man. But it was cool. I just was like so scared to say something, because I mean they don't know me like that. You know what I mean? I'm like the Ned to them. I'm like, oh Ned, he's so nice, and he treats our daughter nice, and he's got this big house, and oh look how cute he is, and they don't know Carlos like that, man. So I was like, guys, I can't do this today, because it's too much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
But
you sound very sleepy.
No, I'm fine, dude. Do I sound sleepy?
Yeah, you got that just woke up voice.
Yeah, because we've been up for about 4.5 hours. So.
I used to have the just woke up voice when I tried to call in sick for work, or call in like with car trouble because I was late and I was going to show up at like 10 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, and I just woke up and I had to call the boss, and I'd be like, yeah, no, I got car trouble. Yeah, the battery's dead, but I've been out for like 2 hours trying to get it started. And he knew I was lying because I just had that gravelly morning voice. That's kind of what you're sporting there.
Yeah, well, whatever, dude. It's 5 o'clock. What do you expect?
That's true.
But you know what? It's easy to have a happy voice when you just made $6,000 fucking in your sleep.
Yeah, Anthony.
Hey, believe me, I lose it too. There've been plenty of times I've lost.
$90,000. I started with 10.
That's a good day.
And I'm the retarded beaner having because I'm starting to make decent money. So what I have is the opposite. I have all these other guys coming up and going, you know, you need to invest and you need to put it in this and this is a great stock and, you know, and I'm going, I don't fucking know any of
Carlos, we were just talking about that last week on the show because we got people like that coming after us. We're like, we don't need retirement funds. We don't need 401k. Shut up.
Oh, you guys are dude, I'm getting that all over the place now. Oh, you need to invest in a fund, and then you can put money in and take it out, but it's really a loan, so you're not paying any money back.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what the fuck is this shit? Can I just get like some tacos, put them in the freezer, and eat them later on in the microwave?
Yeah, I just want
put the money in the bank and leave it there.
I just want enough money in my ATM account. That's all I care about. They're like, you now need life insurance. You now need to make a will. Anthony made a great point. He wants he's not going to make a will, and he wants his family to just fight over his money when he goes.
I want some excitement for my family. I want them just at each other's throat. A loving family that we've loved each other for years and years and years, our entire lives. I don't remember one family dispute, and I just want that torn asunder when I go. I want them clawing at each other's eyeballs for every possession I have.
Or give it to the one sibling that the rest of the family knew that you just hated.
Or one relative that.
One relative,
yeah.
right.
That's a good one.
The opposite.
Yeah.
I'm going to give, like, one of my sisters a little bit more than the other sister.
Resentment.
Less than the other sister, because I want to. If there is a life after death, I want to see that look on their eyes when you know that. Why the fuck do you get $3,000 more?
What did she do?
This is bullshit. I carried that little motherfucker when he had a broken arm. You didn't do shit, you know.
Whose couch did he sleep on? Whose couch was he sleeping on when he didn't even have a goddamn house?
Exactly. That. I want that. You know, when he was broken, he started doing comedy. I was the one that lent him a car. He took my car. How could you get more than me? Oh, I'm going to laugh my ass because I already get that.
Comics are the worst because you guys just pretty much didn't have any life before comedy, and you get into comedy because you're too lazy to actually have a real job. So there's a point in every comic's life where they pretty much have nothing. No car, no place to live. You're sapping off your friends. And then when you kind of make good, sometimes these people expect things. And when you finally go, leave them nothing. Because they're probably expecting it. Surprise, jack off, you get nothing. The people whose couches I slept on, the people who drove me places, nothing.
Dude, I'm already getting that. That's why I'm laughing. I'm already getting, like, the brother that's pissed off, you know what I mean? Because, like, my favorite brother right now is my brother Joseph, who's, like, he used to be, you know, a gambler, an addict, and he was, you know, always drunk. But he was the guy that when I first started doing comedy was, like, down because I was the opposite. I was, like, the smart kid, you know what I mean? I was a straight A student. I was going to college. I was getting my degree in engineering, and my mom and everybody was like, all right, he's the one. He's the one that's going to college. He's the one that's going to make it. He's taking us over the top as a family. And then when I started, you know, doing stand-up, my family was, what are you doing, you retard? You jokes.
Throw it away, yeah.
Oh, my mom was like, why can't you just get a job and tell jokes to your goddamn people at the work? And I was like, Mom, I'm doing stand-up. No idea whatsoever. But my brother Joseph, the drunk guy, he didn't care. He was high and drunk. So he was like, leave him alone, man. He wants to do the clown. Then let him do the clown. But it was cool to me because it was like, hey, he was my backup. And now my brothers, like the older ones, it used to be like, you know, we used to take you to soccer when you were little. We used to take you to the movies when you were little.
Got to remind you, yeah.
You give money to Joseph, the drunk fucker. And I was like, hey, man, he was there for me, bitch.
He was there for you, all right.
So now I'm doing this, now, like, I'm working on this TV show with Comedy Central, and I'm actually making Joseph a part of the show. My family is pissed, dude. Pissed.
Well, you got, what, you got like 12 or 13 brothers and sisters, too, right?
18.
Oh, you'd go broke.
What, 18?
There's 18 of us.
He'd go broke then. He can't take, he's got to pick and choose.
He's got 18 kids in his family. That isn't, and all from the same parents, right?
11 sisters and 6 brothers.
11 sisters and 6 brothers. From the same mom, right?
Yeah, but not the same dad. There's a couple of different dads.
Yeah, but your mom had 18 births? Jesus. No way.
How do you do that, dude?
Come on, no way.
How do you do that?
Exactly, dude.
How is she able to hold the last few in for term?
She's doing the dishes and goes, oh, can someone pick that one up? Jesus.
That up. I was 17th born, and this is a true story. When I was born, dude, my mom didn't have a midwife. She didn't have a doctor. I think
she also didn't have a pussy at that point.
Joe. Jeez, man.
Sorry, dude. I know it's your mom, but jeez.
Guys, Mom.
I do apologize, but I couldn't help that.
No, dude.
Because everyone's thinking it. My God.
My mom's like a fucking uterus with a head. How do you have that many kids, dude?
That's just
that
amazing.
Is a factory.
So what happened when you were born?
When I was born, my mom, there was nobody to deliver the baby. Actually, my mom said, God, I'm thirsty for milk. And this lady who was hanging out with my mom left. And when she came back, I was born. Everything was out. The cord was cut. And my mom was sitting there going, it came out. And the lady freaked out. And that's how loose, I guess.
Are you trying to say your mom's loose? What's wrong with you?
Jesus. Here's the sad part. I'm 17th born.
Yeah.
And I have a pretty big sized head. So my dad's pissed at me. My dad's actually made jokes about me, like, look at your fucking head. You're the one that ruined it. It wasn't that bad up until you. And I'm going, you gotta be fucking, she had 17 kids before me, and I'm the one that fucked it up.
It's your head.
Yeah. You're the only one. You're the only kid in the family that has a perfectly round head.
Yeah. Everybody else was a cone head.
That's what I'm saying, man. Everyone else has the oval head. Carlos has the perfect circle head.
Yeah. 16 kids went through there and it was fine, but you had to fucking stretch it out a little too much.
Carlos was actually able to cartwheel out.
I used to say that for the last 6 months I was in there, I was actually fucking holding on.
So your mom had kids from what age to what age?
My mom had kids from, I think the first one was 15, so she's Hispanic. Let's just throw that out there. I think the first one was at 15 and the last one was at 44.
Oh, man. Just about 30 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's 44, dude. And, 44 back in 1970-something. So, this wasn't like now where women are having babies that old. I mean, my mom was, dude, she's and I go, Dad, why'd you guys have so many kids? Because when I got older, I was pretty smart. So I go, hey, Dad, why'd you guys have so many kids? Is it because, where you guys come from, there's no Social Security, and you guys, pretty much tell us that when you get older, we got to take care of you, and, is that such a big deal? And it's because you're Catholic? And my dad goes, no, your mom doesn't like to suck
dick. That's what you want to hear from your pops. Oh, God. Nice. Thanks for the visual, Dad. That's hilarious.
Well, but dude, my parents are like that, though. I mean, my mom and dad talk about sex. Dude, I kid you not, my dad about a month and a half ago, he had that, he had this, he had an inflamed prostate or something, and he had like a little tiny cyst in his prostate.
Ow.
So he's having problems, and, he got it removed and stuff, and everything's cool, and, it wasn't cancerous, but he's having, erectile dysfunction problems.
Well, thank God.
Yeah. So here's how I find out. This is no bullshit. We're having dinner with my mom and dad, and everybody's here, and we're all, and my mom keeps laughing. And I go, Mom, what's the matter? And she goes, your father, he had to go to a doctor today. And I go, Mom, that's not even funny, man. I mean, my dad had an operation. And she goes, no, that's not the doctor that he went to. He went to the pee-pee doctor because he he can't get it up no more.
Oh.
Dude, in the middle of dinner, and I'm going, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh, you don't want to hear that. No.
And I go, Dad, you can't get it up? And my mom goes, no, the doctor said it was fine. It's the other doctor that told him he's fucked up. And I go, the other doctor? And I'm looking at my dad, and his face is fucking melting. And my sister goes, he had to go to a psychiatrist.
To figure out why he can't get it up anymore?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's, what, 67?
Is he?
And I'm fucking finding this out at the dinner table, dude. I'm just going, this is wrong, man.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that.
At the dinner table, my dad just, and then my dad gets mad at me and goes, I'm going to get it up, and I'm going to fuck you in the ass.
Oh.
Dude, this is at my dinner table, dude. Opie, the table that you saw.
Yeah. I'm biting my lip because I can tell you why your father is not getting it up anymore. But I got a million of them. But no, I'm not gonna go there, man. Jesus.
You want to talk about my mom and how she looks like a troll? I love my mom.
I've never seen your mom.
You've never seen my mom?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you gonna say about my mom?
I'm not gonna say anything.
What are you gonna talk about?
It was just some comments.
Vagina?
Well, yeah, I had a few lines, sure.
Yeah, maybe a little stitch or two to tighten that up might help him out.
Yeah, that might help him out a little bit.
That might be it. Well, I think my mom actually now does go down on my dad, from what I hear.
Oh, that's nice.
You guys got an open family.
There you go.
Everything.
That's a great visual.
Thanks.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. This is my family. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, you tell those jokes and they're funny. Dude, when I remember being like 9 or 10, dude, and my dad and mom were really, really loud one morning. And I woke up, and my sister, Olga, was like, Mom, Dad, is everything okay? And my dad came down the stairs, and he goes, why? And we're like, because, it was really loud up in your room. It sounds like somebody fell. And he paused, and he actually, did this, little dance. And we're like, what are you doing, stupid? And he was like, I gave it to your mother. And I was like, oh gross, dude.
You don't want to hear that as a kid.
You don't want to hear your dad say this. And this is what he said. She wanted breakfast, and I gave her huevos con chorizo. Like, dude, that is just wrong, man.
You Latinos are all horny motherfuckers, man.
Dude, I don't even...
You guys are just out of control. You guys are just out of control.
And you know what? Like, when you have this many, you can't fight it. Mm-hmm. You can't fight it, when people, I mean, that's why I go with the jokes, It's like, you're biting your lip. I'm like, why? My mom has 18 kids, dude. Let the jokes roll. At least she can defend herself.
I don't want to make fun of your mom's twat.
Why not?
You shouldn't even be saying that.
I know. But we're on XM Satellite Radio. You can say that word now.
Yeah.
All right.
My dad actually makes jokes. This is how I do a joke about roast beef, Arby pussy lips. You know where I got him? My dad took me to Arby's once, and he actually took one of those little flappy, pieces of meat.
The Arby's sandwich, sure.
Yeah, and he started making jokes about how I look like my mom's snack.
Oh. Did you gobble up that roast beef sandwich?
Dude, it was...
Get a good one.
And he did it as I was like putting that horseradish whitish kind of sauce on it.
Yeah.
It just at that moment, dude, it looked so vagina yeasty. I just couldn't go there, dude. I couldn't eat the sandwich, man.
As long as it doesn't also smell like Arby's. You certainly don't want that.
Or that
Speaking of smell like Arby's, I met a chick last week in El Paso, Texas, that had a tattoo of a fish right on top of her pussy. Like maybe an inch to the right and to the left of her pussy. She had a fish. And I looked at it and I went, is that a fish? And she goes, it's cute, huh? And I'm like, do you not know what we already fucking say that smells like? Are you retarded? I'm like, is that a scratch and sniff?
Yeah, she should have a tattoo of a rose instead.
Yeah,
What's wrong with her?
I said, what do you have, a little tattoo of a piece of shit next to your ass? What are you, stupid?
Very good.
Is that retarded?
That is retarded. All right, Carlos, we're going to let you be and get back to bed, all right?
Oh, yeah. Now that you woke me up with the smell of my mom and the giant vagina. Hey, Carlos, I like your house. Wait, your mom's got a giant twat.
I didn't say that.
You did say that.
Not really.
I'm not going to tell her, bro.
All right, Carlos. You the man. You want to promote anything?
What am I doing this week? Yeah, I'm going to be. You know what? Go to my website, carlosmencia.com.
Okay.
There it is, man. And guys, it's so fun. It's so fun to hear you on the radio. Except for those extra $2 or $3 I got to pay to fucking hear you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the company's kind of hiding us right now. They're a little scared of us, we think.
Is that why they charge the extra $2 for you guys?
Yeah, they're kind of keeping us. They're kind of keeping us top secret, I think. We're the
Good idea.
We're the top secret weapon.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it as hard as possible for us to hear the radio show. That's a very smart business strategy.
Keep us in the missile silo.
Yeah, we're kind of hidden right now. I truly believe they're just not proud of us yet. They're still trying to figure out what we're all about. So.
But you guys are getting like a piece of those $2.
I think we get like a penny or something because we have Super Agent Bob Eatman on the case.
Yeah.
So. You're kidding me.
No, I don't think we get any of that, to tell you the truth.
No, I don't know.
No, because that's why, I mean, part of me going, I got to pay extra $2. Oh, they're my buds. It's cool, you know.
It all figures out in the end. They pay us, and they're making money from the $2, and it goes to us somehow, so.
Yeah, we're just kind of hidden right now, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you know what, you guys, honestly, I've been listening to the show, and you guys sound great, man.
Thanks,
Carl. You really do sound great. And you know, it's tough because I was thinking, you know, with what they call shock jocks, you know, when the shock is gone and you just, you know, what's going to happen, but it's great. Dude, it's so awesome, man. Just that moment where in your head you're going, God, I want to talk about Carlos's mom's twat.
Well, now we can.
Exactly.
And we did.
And we did. All right, Carlos, we're going to let you be.
All right, guys.
We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, guys.
All right, there he goes. Our old friend Carlos Mencia.
Pat Philbin from Munachie. Munachie.
Sorry.
Munachie.
I'm correcting you.
Munachie, New Jersey.
Oy.
He quotes, "It wasn't cancerous," and then in parentheses puts applause break. That would have been a good spot for an applause break. Very good, Pat.
All right, we're going to step aside.
Joining right in.
Take a little break. We're getting a lot of requests for Stephen Lynch songs. Off his latest album, Superhero, Anthony.
Yes.
We're going to play this one for the ladies.
I kissed you on the cheek. Good night, my love, I say. You turned to me and smiled. A baby's on the way. And then you drift asleep to dream of life anew. And I lie wondering just what I should do. I could kick you in the stomach and catch you unawares. I could swear to God you accidentally fell that flight of stairs. When I tell you that I love you, I will look you in the eye as I slowly slide the hanger up your thigh.
Can you say fuck on this channel? Oh, Jesus. That's shocking.
Holy fuck, I need coffee.
Do you have an Audi?
This is the best show ever.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I had an uncle that went crazy. Crazy, man. Everybody's got a crazy uncle. He's usually your favorite uncle when you're a kid, too. You don't realize he's crazy till you're about 15. Like, no wonder Bobby was so much fun. He's out of his fucking mind. My Uncle Bobby lost his mind. You know what people do when they lose their mind? Start repeating shit that don't mean nothing. Every time you ask Bobby a question, he answered the same way. Bobby, what time is it? If you want to feel funky, feel free. And please don't spread that funk on me. What did that mean? I'll never know. You know what cartoon I used to hate when I was a kid? Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. It's like the most racist, most degrading cartoon in the history of television. Actually had a guy walking around with a damn hat pulled over his head. And another guy going, we will go to the store. My name is Babilla. Say, hey, I'm illiterate. Ignorant.
Hi, my name is Debbie Ellis. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking to fill a permanent position.
Certainly. Now, what kind of position are you looking for?
I'm looking to fill doggy style is the position.
What is that?
Doggy style.
I beg your pardon?
Doggy style.
Which means?
Which means, you know, in the rear.
Log on. Listen up.
XM introduces its premium online music service.
XM Radio Online.
Enjoy all of XM's 100% commercial-free music channels, The Bob Edwards Show, and exclusive comedy and kids programming. And for a limited time, Opie and Anthony.
XM Radio Online.
Add this service to your existing account for only an additional $3.99 a month. Sign up for your 3-day trial. Go to listen.xmradio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for a journey in sound.
It's the story of pop music in America. Quincy Joe.
You know it's going to be swinging.
Coming up on Sunday is segment number 6, The Mutual Admiration Society, as Quincy extends his relationship with Michael Jackson for 2 more historic albums Sunday, 7 p.m. East and 4 in the West on XM Live, Channel 200 and Sweet 62.
It's the O&A virus. XM 202. XM News, Talk, Sports, and Information. It's everything all the time.
Do me one favor.
What, Cuddles?
Why don't you get some whore into your studio and have her shit on a plate and put it in the microwave, and then have her roll around in it screaming donkey sausage, donkey sausage.
Raquel?
That would be me.
You want to shit on a plate for us?
Okay.
And then run around saying what? Donkey sausage?
Donkey sausage.
Dude, Jimmy Dean's donkey sauce.
I could do that.
Donkey sausage! Donkey sausage! Donkey sausage!
I like it. There's something oddly attractive about that.
That's got to be a promo.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Nice.
Sniffling Ratso Rizzo mess you are over there, Jimmy.
I really am awful.
Jeez. Just hear him sniffling.
I'm shooting Afrin.
I see that. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. I want to see if Chad is still snoring away in Sacramento.
Oh.
He's been on hold for almost 3 hours, Anthony.
All right.
He wanted to tell Jim Norton about a massage parlor in Sacramento when Jim Norton plays Sacramento next weekend.
Yes.
A week from this weekend or whatever. And this is Chad. If you listen really closely, you could hear him just snoring away.
Yep.
Chad! Yo, Chad, you're on the radio.
He's still snoring.
He's still snoring.
Wow.
And being the good guys we are, we're just keeping him on hold so he has a really bad phone bill. There you
Anthony,
go.
do me a favor on the
Yes.
show. At least call me Rico.
Rico?
My own goddamn house.
Frenchie's on the line, Anthony. He has a problem with one of the members of the Opie and Anthony program. This is the old Frenchie, Anthony.
Yeah.
Hey, Frenchie, what's going on?
Hello, guys. How are you? I have a little problem with Martini Steve.
Oh, he's got a problem with Martini Steve. Where is
Yes.
Oh,
I
here
don't
he is.
like
Oh, wait, hold on. Martini Steve is...
Oh, I need a little volume.
Oh, sorry about that.
There he comes. Martini Steve.
All right, Martini Steve's in the studio. Steve, because I know how you could get, at least let Frenchie talk for a few seconds. I want to see why he has a problem with you before you absolutely lose your mind.
Yeah,
okay?
I can't figure out why he would have a problem with Steve.
Why?
I don't think there's much interaction there, but let's hear. Frenchie, what's your problem with our own Martini Steve?
But where does he get his clothes?
His what? His clothes?
What he wears.
Closes?
His closes?
Yes.
Oh, my closes.
Yes, you look like a fucking fag, man.
Why have you chosen to kill yourself this morning? Because you will not be living 5 minutes past these comments leave your mouth.
But listen, well, where did you get this fashion? You like to hang out?
Is he in the building?
Now?
Because if I find out, dude, I'm not in the mood to be fucked with this morning, really.
Really? Why?
Wait, let's hear what Frenchie has to
No,
say.
let's
Steve.
not. Let's find him and kick his teeth down his throat.
Frenchie, what's wrong with Steve's closes?
Yeah.
I think that I know where he gets his horrible clothes, because he likes to hang out in truck stops.
Yeah,
like to get
I fully
gangbanged
admit
in
that
the
I bought the
bathroom.
shirt I'm wearing in a truck stop, you fucking retard.
You like it, huh? When a bunch of big black people get there and get you in the ass.
Dude.
And get you flop your fat
You're like
ass.
flailing. Oh,
Huh?
you suck.
Yeah,
You know
but
what, dude?
They make you
Not
drink
not
water
not the
from
right morning.
Bathroom, you bitch.
What?
Wait, what did he say?
They make you drink the water from the bathroom, where you get ass raped by a bunch of goons.
What's his problem?
First of all, there's not a lot of black people in the truck stops, and not a lot of goons.
No?
No.
Well, how about those bunch of rednecks from, Texas or from down Louisiana, when they speak a little French, they say, "Who's your daddy, huh? Who's your daddy, you big bitch?"
What?
Why do you have a problem with
I can
Martini
only
Steve?
assume that he has been diagnosed with some crippling, debilitating illness, and he's looking to euthanize himself as quickly as humanly possible, because this son of a bitch is looking to get the shit kicked out of him.
That's not gonna happen.
I've stood in the room next to you. You are as nice as can possibly be. On the other end of the phone, you grow a big, hairy sack.
Yeah, because Frenchie is the biggest wimp in person.
Yeah.
The
But
biggest
I'm a
wimp.
nice person.
All right, yeah, you're very nice to me, and you invited me to your restaurant a number of times. Having said what you have just said this morning, if I see you again, I'm knocking your teeth out.
Yeah, Frenchie, you're not going to be able to ever come by and say hi.
I know,
now.
he'll kill you.
You understand that, right? Because Steve
But
isn't messing
I was
around.
just doing what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, but there's no reason to call here and bother Steve about his Harvey Firestein wardrobe.
There was a good reason behind it. Horrible clothes.
Frenchie, who called you this morning and told you to fuck with me?
Your little girlfriend next to you, Ben.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, Ben's involved with this?
Of course. I can
He's the one who...
Frenchie has never had a problem with me in the past. I can only assume King Instigator had something to do with this.
Who is your daddy? Who is your daddy?
He's afraid. He really thinks he's going to get his ass kicked.
Stop it!
I'm shitting in my pants.
Stop whining.
All right, hold on.
Okay, I'm surrendering.
All right, hold on a minute. Hold on. All right, Max.
What's up?
Max the trucker is on the line,
Yeah,
and he has a problem with Frenchie. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Max, the pissed off truck driver. I want to fucking zip tie this asshole to the grill of my Freightliner, drive down the road, and use him as my personal bug shield.
Why don't you come by me and I make you my little bitch,
You
sucker?
faggot.
Yeah, come by with your big truck.
My sister-in-law's got a couple of poodles.
I put you under the hood and I piss on you, you fuck.
Ears, you queer.
You stupid bitch. Look
Man,
at
I love
yourself.
it. I love it. You know, I love seeing these old World War II movies.
Go back into your road, you
across France,
cocksucker.
fucking blowing up everything.
Where are you driving right now? In fucking Texas. Why don't you drive up the road?
All right.
Hey, why don't you next time you see a deer, why don't you hit it, you fuck?
Bunch of stupid weirdos, man. Not to
He's,
mention half your country.
He's trying too hard. Yeah.
Max or
No, Frenchie. Yeah.
Yeah, Frenchie.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening with you.
You seem to be trying a little too hard.
No, I'm not trying that hard.
And now
at all.
Ben is setting up bits for you. What's going on?
Doesn't seem to be natural.
He called me all upset that he was off the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what? You decided to?
No, I just said to attack Steve. I thought it'd be funny.
What
But
you tell
I
him
didn't
to
think
call
Steve
up?
would threaten to
lethal.
kill him.
No, Steve will now
Nice
kill him.
sink my teeth into my throat. That's nice. Thank you.
All right, Henri.
The real Frenchie is here, yes.
This stupid asshole.
Why you talk to this jerk off anymore? Huh?
Listen, you fucking Italian
faggot.
asshole.
Come on the phone.
Go back
I want to
to
come back on the
fucking
show. I was
Italy
beaten
and
the
shut
other
the
day.
fuck up.
Like a long time ago.
Jesus
Stomp over
Christ.
me. I waved the white flag because I'm a little
What kind of
faggot.
French accent do you have? You fucking douchebag.
You are done.
No, you done, you
So you are not allowed to
douchebag.
call the show anymore, you little faggot. You
Put
have a
the
white
fucking
flag stuck in
accent,
your
you
ass,
dick.
you faggot.
God damn it, shut the head up,
There's a
man.
white flag sticking out of your
Yeah,
ass.
well, you're gonna have a black
Like
flag
shit.
sticking up you fucking ass. You fuck.
He goes back with the Marion comebacks, where it just repeats what you said.
It's awful.
There's nothing to say. See? Now
Shut
you
the
call him
fuck up,
nothing
man.
to say. You bust on Steve. Steve's going to throat fuck you, then kill you.
No, he's gonna come over your house and
Go
he's gonna
fuck
make
you
you
with the flames on his dick. He's going to put flames on his dick.
You know what the girls smell like your mother's ass, you dickbag.
So I've proven my point. I have to go fuck Frenchie's girlfriend. Goodbye, guys.
Wow. Andre.
Anytime you can come by anytime, and guess what? You wouldn't even last 5
See,
fucking minutes.
that's why we like the new Frenchie. He knows when to get out. He got
comes
his
in, he
lines
punches
in.
out.
He had a couple good ones, and he was gone.
What a fucking asshole. This guy is fucking Italian on top of it.
We might have to have the two Frenchies go at it.
Wow.
He's a dick, man. He's not even French. I fucking hate that dick.
Well,
all right, Frenchie.
I don't know.
All right, I surrender. This is
Well, no, even the surrendering, I think,
Yeah, that's-
I hate
that's even getting old.
I hate to do this,
Oh, he hung
but
up on himself. Oh, no.
I think Frenchie, yeah, he hung up, didn't he?
It's okay. You could still tell him. He's listening.
Yeah, Frenchie, I just don't think it's working out anymore. I think, you had your day in the sun over 2 years ago.
It's like you're breaking up with a chick.
It was big. It was good. The people seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah.
They really did seem to like the Frenchie character on the Opie and Anthony program before we got the boot. But something about now, when we're back, the new environment, the 2 years off, kind of a different feel to the show a little bit, and I don't think the Frenchie character of old is really fitting in. Not to mention you have no new material whatsoever to the limited supply you had in the first place. So it might just be time, Frenchie, to turn around
And say, au revoir.
au revoir,
Au
and,
revoir.
and walk away.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Just walk away. Au revoir, Frenchie.
Into the setting sun.
Ho, 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 Frenchie.
Au revoir, Frenchie. There he goes.
And there he's
walking off.
away with his head down.
Head down. Beret tilted forward on his head. Big French bread in a paper bag in his arm. There he goes.
Wearing his striped shirt.
Little kidnapped child on the back of the bike.
All right.
A Nazi invading his house.
That was a good call, though. It had all the humor of the Battle of the Sexes.
Chad.
I thought that was a great segment.
Hey,
Battle of the Frenchies. That's Danzatastic.
Hey, my foreskin and my courage goes out to him.
Yeah. His heart and his thoughts and his prayers.
Hey, Frenchie, my heart's thoughts, prayers, nasal hair, and esophagus go out to you.
Chad, so let's hear about this massage parlor in Sacramento for Jim Norton.
All right.
What a boob.
There he is.
By the way, that's almost as awful as Voss when he sleeps. I shared a room with him years ago, and it's the worst thing I've ever done. He's really an annoying guy because he has sleep apnea.
Oh, of course he does.
Fucking awful sinuses.
There's Chad. He's still sleeping.
Wow, is he hacking?
One more. Thank you, Chad. All right. We'll put Chad back on hold.
That's exactly what it was like sleeping with Rich.
All right. Where you want to go now? Gay guy with AIDS coming through.
Oh.
What is that?
That was you at the Metallica show.
You're horrible. I forgot how awful it is. You know, because I like Jim, and you want to be his friend and everything. And when we leave the building, it's kind of cool to have a little chat with Jim. But I keep forgetting when I'm standing there waiting for the elevator that I'm going to have to get in the elevator with Jim Norton. That doesn't sound like a big deal, and it isn't unless there's someone else in the elevator. The elevator comes up, the doors open up, and there's a lovely lady in the elevator waiting to go down to the lobby. As Jim goes to step in the elevator, when the doors open, he realized, you know how sometimes there's someone in the elevator and you got to kind of stop. You're taken aback a little because someone's standing in front of the door.
Sure.
That happened, and he goes, "Oh, excuse me, just got to hit the lobby because I want to drink from his mule." Like, he'll just say things like, you know, "Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me, you know, I just want to, you know, suck him off." And
he killed me in the
you're
elevator
like, what?
yesterday.
She's listening. You're talking right to her.
He killed me in the elevator yesterday. There had to be, 8 people in the elevator?
Yeah,
and
it was mobbed. The elevator was packed. You had your
packed.
creepy Terminator glasses on that Jim wears. He looks like with this big poofy coat, and he just stares up and down at Ope, and your body looks great.
Oh, no.
Dude, you've been working out. Your body looks fucking good, man.
Yeah, fucking good. He has to curse, and he's like, "I can't wait to get you home."
That is oh, no. What were you doing?
Dude, I was just like, because there are times you try to explain yourself out of it, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm too tired to even attempt to get out of this one.
And there were like 3 guys in the elevator that just took like a footstep back. They just went, whoosh!
Mm-hmm.
And then it just continued at the Thai food restaurant where Jim kept talking about his mule to the poor waiter.
How about that awful waiter, whatever it was, this androgynous, awful Asian who looked like
it was a Thai restaurant.
Korean, whatever it was. Looked like a Korean John Valby with that fat face and that weird Prince Valiant hairdo.
He really did look like
it looked just like Valby. Oh, Rade. With a mashed hot Thai food and a dumb face.
He really did. He really did look like that. John Valby's going to be on the show Friday.
I can't wait to see him.
Finally,
Dutch boy hair.
Finally, we get to play John Valby uncensored. Holy
like
yes.
John Valby, where's the Captain
One of our
Kangaroo?
good friends is in town, and we don't know about it, Ben. This is what Eric Logan was talking about in the corporate meeting yesterday.
That's right.
He
what
works
bucket
at
is
the
he
other
in?
company.
The other company, the little dog company. Barry Williams,
Barry
Brady
Williams.
is a huge friend of the show, and he would
can't
definitely
come here.
He could come in here.
He does a 60s show or something, or 70s show.
He could come in
Oh,
here.
that's gotta be
Oh,
great.
no. What are you calling him?
Well,
right
sure,
now?
why not?
He's live on Fox News. You're going to watch his phone ring from his pocket?
I don't think I have his cell number.
Oh,
though.
come on, Ope. Just
Come
call him. You're a
on.
big shot.
I don't think I have his cell phone
Oh,
number.
just the home number.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Did I tell that story yet?
You and your little retreat with Greg Brady?
Oh, my God. When I was quantum leaping all over the country during our hiatus, I called Anthony from Venice Beach. I was
working out with weights.
No. I didn't go to Muscle Beach.
Muscle Beach.
No. You could like Norton's gonna laugh at me. You could like rollerblade on the sand. You know, they got a path.
What?
And you could go all the way
How
to
do you
Venice
rollerblade
Beach.
on the sand?
Well, they got a nice skate path.
It's
very festive.
paved.
It's very festive.
Okay.
Yes, it's pretty
you had some
close to
kind
the
of
ocean, and you could
magic skates.
You could go all the way from like Santa Monica Pier all the way to Venice Beach and back, and it's just cool. You got the street performers and the hippies and
Dirtbags, right?
It's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Sounds awful.
I know, but I went
Sounds
out
so
there.
California and so artsy.
Yeah,
and
I just
so-
went from Malibu and I kept going. Ugh. Stupid state is awful.
I went out there and I called Barry Williams because he's a friend of the Opie and Anthony show, and a lot of these Hollywood guys.
Did Alice pick up the phone? Hello, Greg Brady's residence. Hi, it's Opie. I'll go get him, Greg.
Sam was strangling her with sausage links and raping her.
Sam's sitting there. She spilled my coffee. Pouring coffee over those saggy old Alice tits.
They were playing donkey sausage, I do believe.
Donkey sausage.
Her and Sam, yeah.
Wait,
it would be
I'll
nice
go
to have an instrumental to this so we don't have to talk over the vocals, but thanks.
I'll go get Greg. His father's in there sitting down telling him something that he's been meaning to tell him for a long time about why he's having to put extra holes in his belt.
His last 9 T cells showing up in the squares at the beginning of the show.
Little Cindy's confused. Why is Daddy so skinny?
Do you have AIDS?
The sad Brady music kicks in at that point.
And they're trying to hook up the IV, and the old man is going, Pieter is not mechanically inclined. You're not mechanically inclined. Little pole smoker couldn't fix the bike. But I'll bet he could fluff up a hospital pillow, couldn't he? When Dad was laying there. Oh,
we got to break this wonderful comedy for a midget sighting. This is another brand new bit on the Opie and Anthony Show. Let's say hi to Ed. Hey, Ed, you got a midget sighting?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's going on?
What's your midget doing?
What's the little fella doing?
Where is this disgusting anomaly?
Well, my band was playing a gig on Friday night, and about halfway through the first set, I look up, and I see this pool cue that's just kind of moving along by itself.
That's a funny image.
So I look up a little closer, and I see this little guy walking along with the pool stick.
Yeah.
7 ball in the corner pocket. I've got it. I can kick your ass. I'll bet you.
So, this guy, he's just wandering around the bar. He's walking up to all the chicks, getting them to dance with him and stuff.
Imagine how disturbing the stick sliding through those nasty little fingers must have looked.
All right, I'm going to ricochet the 3 off the cushion, and it's going to go right in the side pocket.
You could do anything right now. I'm not taking my eyes off those disgusting little Vienna sausage fingers wrapped around that cue.
Hands like panda bear feet.
During the step break, I had to touch those hands. He came up and wanted to, shake hands, so I can't be a dick. I got to do it.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah.
Of course.
Did it feel like a muffin? A little muffin hand?
Little Disney hand?
Little puffy muffin hand? Yeah, like you're shaking hands with Tigger.
So he's playing pool.
Yeah, he's playing pool. And
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
We kick in the one song, and he starts dancing with the pool cue. He's just going up and down with his little hands, up and down on the stick, and it was a ridiculous looking sight. It looked like Oompa Loompa on crack.
That huge head.
Yeah.
They all got that look.
Yeah, and he had a Kangol strapped on.
No, midget is proportional. Everything is proportional.
A dwarf.
He means dwarf, I'm sure.
A dwarf is normal from the neck up. Like if you buried a dwarf up to his neck, you'd look at him and go, wow, that was a normal person. Then you'd pick him up out of the dirt and go, oh yeah, now I see why they did this.
Well, that's it, so I'm punching out.
All right, there he goes.
The
midget sighting, Anthony.
Wait, the dwarf has the big Herman Munster head, though.
Well, the head is probably like a normal human being. It's just the body is horribly short.
No, but they got that big bony head, the big Herman Munster head.
Are very
and then they got
almost
the bow
normal
legs
from the waist up at times too.
They got the bow legs and the big elbows.
But are dwarves really? Is it that their head is big, or is it compared to their body? Their head is normal.
Might be an optical illusion.
Yeah,
but it does look like they got a big head.
Yeah,
like they got that Frankenstein head thing. I don't know.
Little soft forearms.
Oh
my God!
Yeah, they got those big bony elbows.
Mark from Chicago, going back to Frenchie.
Yes,
Frenchie on the old show was like Joe Namath in his prime, and now with the wait, he didn't do this right. Okay, and now with the new show, I'll help him out here.
The Rams.
It's like he's lining up behind center as a Ram, destroying his legacy. It's time to hang it up and enjoy the memories.
Just over.
It's over, John.
It's like when Tom Seaver tried to come back to the Mets. Remember that one?
Well, the best example was Willie Mays.
Willie Mays, of course.
On the Mets. Or Howard going to satellite radio. What?
Balloon Not Joe?
Yeah.
The new Frenchies, quote, Steve will throat fuck you and kill you is line of the day so far. That was a very good comeback from the new Frenchie.
Is playing it perfectly so far.
He's got funny lines.
Knows when to punch out.
He's got great comebacks. They're original and different every time. And then he punches out when he's done. It's classic.
If you're trying to be a character on this show, that's what you want to do. You want to follow the lead of the new Frenchie.
Can he cook a rat to make it taste like a steak au poivre? Probably not.
Right.
But, that's not what we're looking for in the new show. So, sorry.
I'll tell you what hurt Frenchie. It's the lack of need for euphemisms. Like, there was something intriguing about you stupid F and you dumb S. But now that he can curse, it's like, then you realize that it kind of falls a bit
Kill
flat.
yourself, you drink hillbilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping it clean. Yeah.
Another midget sighting. My God. Let's go to Dan in Jersey. In Jersey. Dan's calling from Jersey.
Oh?
Jersey? Nothing? Okay.
Where is he?
Dan, what's up? No, I had him on the phone.
I got you.
Right. What's up, Dan?
Yeah, I was at a bar a couple weeks back, and it's kind of a midget sighting. Sucks.
I saw a midget, Wendy, in Jersey.
This guy comes walking in, and I'm thinking, shit, here comes a midget. Next thing I see, he's got a cigarette dangling out of his mouth, and he's got no forearms.
No forearms?
Yeah. No hands, no forearms.
Literally?
Yeah, just stumps.
Was he a thalidomide midget? God, what a...
You should have made him stand there and then just sat on his stupid head like a bar stool and then drank on his human head.
Well, sorry, I thought you were an inhuman piece of wood for me to sit on.
Because the head is fat like a bar stool cushion. Round and disproportionate.
All right, guys, I love the work, man. Keep it up.
All right.
Thanks,
you.
fella.
Chad has a midget sighting, Anthony.
Uh-huh.
Chad, you're a midget sighting? Mm-hmm. He's still there, but he's not snoring anymore.
Born with little legs, I was born. Jersey midget.
All right. Screw my Greg Brady story. Let's take a break.
I'd like to hear the Greg Brady story.
Well, I was, what it comes down to, I called Anthony for some advice because I was worried that...
It was a double date situation. They went out. Opie wore this fake mustache. He called himself Phil Packer. And he was going out with an older girl. And then the mustache started coming off because he was eating at the pizza place. It's a cute story.
There it is. There's the story.
Phil Packer?
Yeah.
Phil Packer.
Is that ironic that name was picked? You know Robert Reed approved that one.
I like that name.
Packer's a good last name.
Packer, Phil Fudge, whatever. That's the same sound.
Anthony, Bill from Massachusetts. About Frenchie.
Bill.
Hey, Bill.
What's up, guys?
Hey, go ahead.
Associated with the Gotham transit line.
The old Frenchie is like pizza, and the new Frenchie's like hamburger.
Right.
And the new guys want, the new show, they want hamburger.
We want hamburger.
We definitely want hamburger.
Sorry,
That's right. Douche your dressing.
Yeah, we want hamburger. And,
very good.
The old Frenchie is pizza. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, why don't we just hit that thing?
Oh, isn't the story? I remember the one story where Greg he actually got in trouble because Opie had some cigarettes in his jacket, and they happened to be wearing the same type of jacket, and it got switched up. And when Greg got home, there was hell to pay because they found Opie's pack of Valiant cigarettes, and they thought it was his. But then Greg explained that they weren't his, and the parents believed him. But Greg wanted to show his parents. So he invited Opie over the house to tell them that they were indeed Opie's cigarettes.
That's
the story.
That's
the story.
That's all it was.
That's what happened.
And what happened? The father took Opie into another room and talked it over for a few hours.
Into that private little office.
While Mike Lookinlin just wiped the sweat off his forehead, happy it finally wasn't him. Being given a good talking to in the other room.
He gave
face buried in an architecture drawing of a puffy house.
Wanted Opie to handle that big tube of architectural drawings and maybe pleasure the old man with it. Mike looking.
With that, let's step aside.
The only way you're getting a date is with a bottle of chloroform.
And disposable cameras were made for the Chicano. You know that. We go to a wedding. Oh, man, stop at the drugstore. I got to get a camera. Pinche disposable. Let me see it. Let me see it. Come on, Martha. Let me see it. Let me see it. Show everybody that I'm right. Hey, show them. Look, let me see it. Throw it. Let me see it. Check this out. We chingon, fun saver, right? Hey, fun saver, take a picture of me, cabrón. Mira, hey, tia, when Rudy gets married, let me know if you want me to take pictures. I'll get about 5 fun savers, mira. I'll be the one saving all the fun. I'll get close y todo, I'll go upside down like that. Hey, and I can buy the good ones porque tienen flash. Not flash, flash. Mira, What's wrong? Oh, you gotta wind it, hombre. No wonder I don't. The other ones didn't come out. Porque... Oh, aquí dice indoor, outdoor, nombre. Oh. Oh my God, mira. Mira, that's why they didn't. I had it backwards. The fun saver, mira. I was trying to save that fun, but I didn't. You ever see the cameras that have the rubber band to keep the batteries in? Because without it, you know... Oh, shit, watch out. Where'd they go? They left? But we love cameras, and we love to take pictures. We just don't like to develop the film. And they get mad when you go, Grandma, take my picture. Está loco. Get over here, cabrón. Mira, take my picture. See, I got 4 left. I'm not going to be wasting them on you. Remember you were here. Look around. Concentrate in your mind. Mira, remember? You remember? Remember when you were little and I took you to that mission? You don't remember? You sabes qué? Because you were fucking around in the yard. I told you, concentrate porque we're not coming back. Capture the moment, pero no. You wanted ice cream. What's it do? We just have something about cameras, and then when they find the pictures, they always tell you bad shit about the people. Which one's this? Oh, that man's dead. He had a heart attack ahí and the mall cayó and all the people were laughing. And then they found out he was dying and then nobody was laughing. Pero he peed in his pants, el viejo. Right here he looks happy, but you should have seen him that day. He didn't look like this.
Out except for him because his head gets stuck.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Chad, wake up! Chad!
Chad?
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
No?
Chad from Sacramento has been on hold for 3 hours. He's snoring like crazy. He wanted to tell Jim Norton about a massage parlor in Sacramento. Jim playing Sacramento a week from this weekend.
Uh-huh.
Let's lower the music, see if Chad's still there. Chad.
Right.
Chad? Chad?
What happened to Chad?
He's still there. I'm so glad I go, Ben, make sure Chad is still snoring so we could keep the bit alive. Oh, he's still snoring. Really? This sounds like snoring?
Maybe he rolled over onto the phone.
He's still
a little
connected
bit of static.
To us. All right, well, there's
Great.
Chad.
We'll put him on hold. Right?
We'll put him on hold.
It'd be funny if he died.
Choked himself.
Yeah. God damn it with my pillow.
All right, Anthony, as we move on here, the top 10 geekiest hobbies.
Geekiest hobbies?
Ooh.
Yeah.
A website dedicated to the geekiest hobbies. That guy's not snoring.
He was snoring 5 minutes ago.
Ope says he's not
5
snoring.
minutes
He's
ago,
not
I asked
snoring.
you, you came in, no, like a minute ago. This is not snoring.
It was green a minute ago, I'm sure.
Put your headphones on. That's not snoring. Jim.
Ass. Ben looked all excited like he was going to go, yes, he is, you ass.
He was there.
He's not snoring,
Let's listen.
The bit doesn't work if the guy's not snoring.
Let's
still.
listen in.
Nothing. That's snoring, too.
I almost heard something.
You can hear someone breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You can hear someone breathing? Can I have a stethoscope, please, so I can hear this myself?
Whisper in his ear that you want to give him oral. Maybe he'll start going.
Can you imagine? Well, he's still connected to us, but he's not snoring anymore, so.
Yeah, the phone's crackling.
See, that's not snoring. It's crackling. But
crackling, Ben.
The bat? Know what it is? The battery's going on his phone.
Yeah, probably the battery's dying on
That's
his
what it is.
cordless.
Name the sound
There
on the
you
Opie
go.
and Anthony Show.
Deductive reasoning there, Opie. Very good.
Thank you. The top 10 geekiest hobbies is a website out there, and it's kind of funny.
I believe the battery on the phone was dying at the time.
Figured it out.
He figured it out.
Well, I'm a self-confessed geek. I got to tell you. I pretty much am. I'm into some pretty geeky stuff. But after reading this list, I'm all man. There is some real geeky stuff over here.
Well, there's a couple things on here that I think we all do.
And there are some things I have never, ever, ever done.
No. We'll run through this. Don't worry. We won't make this into a 40-minute bit like we usually do.
No. We don't even have 40 minutes, do we? Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, so if we slow down here.
Well, let's talk about this geeky
Top 10. I like how they listed these. They gave a percent for each one of these geeky hobbies. One is for public humiliation. 100% being, I guess, the worst possible public humiliation
If you
that
admit
this
this?
hobby could give you.
But I don't get the public humiliation on some of these things because, all right, number 10 is comic books.
Comic books.
As a geeky hobby. So where's the public humiliation? You're not walking around with your comic books.
Oh, yes, you are. You're at comic book shows. You're at events. You may be in comic book stores. You're walking out of comic book stores.
But you're in there with the rest of your...
You have to leave the store at some point, so you're walking out of the place with a big bag full of comic books. Believe me, there is plenty of embarrassing public humiliation moments if you are a comic book enthusiast.
You're trying to get some ass talking to a girl, and you actually slip that the artist in the Fantastic Four changed recently.
Right, Opie, I don't think you're understanding this. You're
Very
also
true.
discussing comic books at parties. This is why it's public humiliation, not just owning comic books.
Plus, the recent rash of comic book movies.
Comic book movies, you could talk to people about how the movie doesn't match the comic book and how there's discrepancies. So there's plenty of public humiliation.
Girls going down on you. You feel yourself getting close. You go, oh, Hulk coming.
10 geekiest hobbies. Number 10 is comic books. Public humiliation, 49%, Anthony.
49%.
Our studies show that comic book geeks are normally solitary, but engage in very noisy arguments when gathered in numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there it is.
On who would win in fights and stuff?
Yep.
These are usually based on the most recent superhero movie and how much it sucked.
Yeah, the comic book people hate the comic book movies for some reason.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
This sucking is...
What do they think about Spider-Man?
Great movie.
Spider-Man 2.
Great movie.
Hulk.
Shitty movie.
Hulk Blue.
I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it.
What
Hulk
about
Blue.
Daredevil?
Middle of the road. You either like it or you hate it.
Catwoman.
Sucked ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you hear that big argument people were having, though? Like, who would win, the X-Men or Robert Reed with a cut on his finger?
You are so obsessed with Robert Reed.
Wolverine takes a swipe at him. All of a sudden, his T-cell count just plummets.
Claws fall off.
This sucking is always measured in direct relation to the number of continuity problems between it and an issue of The Incredible
There you
Hulk,
go.
which, to be honest, had some problems of its own, like the Abrams tank with the completely wrong size smoothbore turret and the Hulk's hair just all of a sudden being part of the other way. Who cares?
No, the biggest thing about the Hulk movie was how his pants stayed on when he grew to huge size.
Right.
Yeah, you think his penis would also grow in...
Hulk-like schlong.
There you go. Damage to sex life
Yeah,
if you're
here's
into
the
comic
other
books.
Here's the other percent figure they give. Damage to sex life. 100% would mean you just are never, ever getting a girl because of this hobby.
Okay. Damage to sex life, 68%, Anthony.
Yeah.
When you're finished showing someone your chart of all the ways Magneto's hat in X-Men 2
Magneto.
Whatever. Thank God.
Magneto.
That means I'm not a geek.
No.
That means I'm not a geek.
Magneto.
Magneto, if I may be so.
Magneto's hat in
He is
X-Men
a
2
rather
was
willful
incorrect.
superhero.
It's going to be a long uphill battle to then have sex with them.
Right.
And to make matters worse, the faulty shape of the dong port in the movie's version of Magneto's hat will make having sex with it even harder.
What's it say about Spider-Man?
Speedeman.
Whatever. Who cares?
Well,
geeks.
And that's what it is. So it's a list. That's just it. People don't care except for comic books.
All right, so in 10th place, it's comic books, Anthony. Geekiest hobbies of the current pop culture, I guess. Number 9 is role-playing games.
Role-playing games. Ugh. Dungeons and Dragons, things like that. Public humiliation, 63%. Dungeons and Dragons combines the nerdiness of a fantasy setting with the fruitlessness of improvisational theater. Just awful. And as if it weren't enough for them to deal with, the rest of us think these people are going to go crazy and kill us. It's real hard for society to do more to tell you that if you play this game, you're on your own. And damage to sex life, 78%. These people are not getting laid.
Are they the ones that are like, I'm the Dark Master?
Yeah, they live their life as a character in the game Dungeons and Dragons, which I admit I tried playing once when I was a kid. Once. And someone, you roll this dice, and, you roll the dice, and someone says, oh, well, now you're battling a dragon, and your sword is and you're hitting him. And it's like, well, who are you to say what's happening? I want a game with a monitor and keys and a mouse. I don't want this nerd telling me what I'm doing.
That would be the Dungeon Master.
The Dungeon Master, Opie. That's right.
What?
The Dungeon Master kind of tells you what's happening, and he's the big guy.
Speaking of which, Stephen Lynch has a song about D&D.
Yes, he does.
This would be a great radio seg right here.
Okay.
Better get back up here. This is a song about a guy you might remember from high school. Or you might be this guy from high school. I don't know. My little harmonica. I got my 12-sided die, and I'm ready to roll with the wizard and my goblin crew. My friends are coming over to my mom's basement, bringing Funyuns and the Mountain Dew. I got a big broadsword made out of cardboard, and that stereo's a pumping Zeppelin. It's that time of the night, we turn on the black light, let the Dungeons and the Dragons begin. It's D&D, fighting with the legends of yore. It's D&D, never kissed a lady before. Nope. Now the Lord of the Rings, the Dark Crystal and things, we use these as a reference tool. And when we put on our cloaks and tell warlock jokes, we're the coolest kids at the school. No, we're not. I know. Now Tack's a real bastard, but a fair dungeon master. He's got hit points and charisma to lend. And I rehearse in my room, or what I call the Dragon's Tomb, when I'm out with my girlfriend. It's D&D. Wait. Sorry. You got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I got a... No.
It's D&D. Warriors that terrify. It's D&D. Virgins till the day we... One, two, three, four, die!
Right on, Stephen Lynch.
Thanks.
With his
voice
buddy
like
Tyke.
a little angel.
Oh, he can sing, man.
That's off his CD Superhero, his Dungeons and Dragons song, which is part of the role-playing games, I guess, Anthony, which is the number 9 geekiest hobby. Yeah.
By the way, I'm not gay at all, but I have thought of just laying around with Lynch, both of us shirtless, and him crooning a little tune into my ear. That guy's got a voice, man.
All right, in the 8th position, Anthony, it's scrapbooking.
Scrapbooking. Here's another thing that I have no clue about, but apparently people like doing this. Public humiliation, 86%.
I think my sister does the scrapbooking
Pretty
down
high.
there in Orlando.
Really? These are people that like clipping things out.
It's not good enough to just put your pictures in a book. You have to put the little pretty clouds and hearts and
it involves glue guns, glitter, construction paper,
scissors.
Yeah,
I'm going to throw a monkey wrench into this though. Scrapbooking is not geeky if you're murdering people and then cutting out the clippings. It's very
the
acceptable.
newspaper.
Absolutely not geeky
Yeah, that's
at all.
true. That's pretty cool.
It's not geeky if you're collecting trophies.
Right. If you have a clipping and pubic hair from the person in the photo. Not geeky.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of like decorate your photo album with
yeah, but it could also not be
stuff.
photos. It could be other things that you just scrapbook. Perhaps you're you like dogs. You would go through magazines and clip pictures of dogs out and arrange them and maybe make a little dog. You go to the craft shop and buy some funny little plastic eyes and
They arrange parties. And people come to the house prepared with all of the items to host.
Oh.
And then the girls sit around and scrapbook all day.
Popsicle sticks and the girls scrapbook all day. And they wonder why they got to put PSAs out for punching them in the face.
I was going to say, and they wonder why their husbands are at the strip clubs getting lap dances and glitter on their face.
What else do you do after you scrapbook the dog pictures? Do you buy the 50-pound radio and listen to it and look at the little dog that comes with it? Ugh.
Awful.
Yeah. Scrapbooking, public humiliation, 86%.
Oh my God.
Damage to sex life. They don't even have a damage number here. It's too high.
Because they're not having sex because their husbands are at the strip clubs getting, blowjobs in the champagne room. What? That doesn't happen, right?
No, never.
Of course.
Number 7.
Well, Pete from Brooklyn wants to defend D&D players. Pete, real fast.
Stop it.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I played since I was like 14. I stopped when I was like 21.
Oh, wait, you can't defend, Pete. You've been frozen by a mysterious freeze spell that has been cast upon you, so now you can't even defend yourself.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
There you go.
I would have liked to have had him defend himself, but I rolled the dice, and a big freeze spell I was able to cast
Dude, you
on
know
him.
a little too much about the game.
Too bad.
No, I know from EverQuest.
I'm just going with it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Too bad he didn't have a saving throw versus
I know.
Okay, let's move on with this stupid list. The 10 geekiest hobbies. In the 7th position, it's just Star Wars in general, Anthony.
Star Wars is a hobby to a lot of people. It's a way of life. Public humiliation, 82%. But, I think that's a little high because everyone goes to see these movies. Except Jim Norton. Do you go see them?
No, because I like the originals. I thought, the first 2 were great. Even part 3 I enjoyed. But the characters, I always hated the cantina scene with the fucking elephant in his rubber arms. Stop with the marketing.
I don't like those either. I don't like that scene. The first one was get away with a bull. Right. But the second one, pretty bad.
Talking about
and the Ewoks in part 3.
I hate Ewoks in any way, shape, or form.
But we're not talking about the movies themselves. It's the people that just live their lives as Star Wars characters and they meet at these conventions and they dress up like Darth Vader.
We saw some people dressed
stormtroopers,
and
we lived this
TIE fighter pilots, and X-wing pilots.
Very recently,
Conventions like Wizard World Dallas, November 5th through 7th, Arlington Convention Center, Texas.
Oh, my God.
You're going to one of these things?
I am, and I'll have WoW stickers with me and everything.
And there'll be a lot of Star Wars people there?
And, Jim, it's part 6, not part 3.
Which one? Are you going to dress up
with the Ewok?
Are you going to dress up as a Star Wars character?
I am not dressing as a Star Wars character.
The Death Star?
Not as a Star Wars character.
Jabba?
Oh, jeez.
Jabba was mean. The Death Star was kind of humorous and silly.
I know, it's too easy.
Silly?
I do apologize.
Laid waste to a couple of planets.
Okay. I try to be a little more clever with my lines.
But that was,
I don't try to go with the
hurtful.
obvious.
Death Star wasn't very obvious.
Huh?
Peter Cushing?
There you go.
Damage to sex life, 54%.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's you could find a lot of girls that are into Star Wars though too, which is weird. But I don't know.
Big girls with bread on their head.
Yeah.
What's the damage to our radio show for reading this list?
Pretty geeky.
Okay.
Pretty geeky.
In the 6th position, we're talking about the geekiest hobbies out there right now.
This is the lamest thing I've seen.
Absolutely.
It comes in close with the role-playing thing, but
it's vampirism.
These are these ex-club kids. They would have been club kids back in the 80s, and now they're goth, and they walk around thinking they're vampires. They dress all goth. They have fangs that they go to the dentist and have these fangs put in. So they're walking around with fangs. They have the dark makeup under their eyes and the pancake makeup all over their face. And they walk around actually believing that they're vampires, sucking blood from each other. They bleed each other.
And I do believe they say this a lot. Blah.
Blah. I want to suck your blood.
They're trying to be dark and mysterious. So you go, hey, what's going on with that guy? But I'm telling you, that whole movement, ever since the guy that started it, Robert Reed.
Jesus, back to Robert Reed.
Public humiliation, 90% on this one, because you just walk around and people just look at you like you are an ass.
And you can see hundreds of them at the Chiller Theater Convention this weekend, October 29th through 31st in East Rutherford, New Jersey, Sheridan Meadowlands.
All right, moving on with the geekiest hobbies.
What nerds.
In the fifth position, Anthony, it's collecting cards.
Collectible card games.
Yeah.
I'm not really into this, but I know a few of these games. They're actually games that you play with cards.
Like the Pokemon
that are based
cards.
on, yeah.
Or Uno, that was a fun game. Remember Uno?
No.
I don't think Uno is actually
collectible.
Go fish!
Yeah. That wasn't a collectible card game.
A high of 96% public humiliation.
Yeah.
Number 4, this is something I can relate to. I've been totally entrenched in this for many, many years now. EverQuest.
Yeah, and I do believe this was the downfall of the last version of the Opie and Anthony show. I believe that Anthony was playing EverQuest too many hours, and he was sleep deprived. And and when it came to taking that phone call at St. Pat's Cathedral, he was thinking about his little guild instead of our fine radio careers.
And
you were in deep. You were in deep with the EverQuest.
EverQuest to blame. EverQuest has been blamed for many, many things, and it's rightly so. A lot of people have lost jobs, wives, families over EverQuest. Ben Stein, remember Ben Stein? Win Ben Stein's money? I'm Ben Stein.
And I'm an asshole.
He is quite the dick. His son used to play EverQuest and had to go to a rehab clinic. He sent his son to EverQuest rehab because his son was addicted. He would wake up at 3 in the morning, and his son would be playing EverQuest, missing school, and it was an addiction. And then Ben Stein came out against EverQuest. Public humiliation, 70%. You know, unless you're talking to other EverQuest people. I'm a level 65 shaman. Opie, yes.
Is it still popular? Do people still play it?
It's huge. It's still a huge online game.
It's one of the hugest online games.
It's irresponsible.
Hundreds of thousands of people playing this.
Irresponsible to get addicted to a game that you could easily manipulate to play itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like Star Wars Galaxies and those other type of games.
Oh, yeah, they're role-playing games. You get on, and they're good graphics, fun to play. And damage to sex life, 99.8%. This is, they call it the Widowmaker. Because people play this, they get so entrenched in it that you just forget about your wife or girlfriend.
What's the most hours you've spent playing, would you say?
Oh, my God, they have a feature in the game where they keep track of the hours
you can keep track of the actual time you spend playing the game, not how long you've been a member of the game. Right. The actual gameplay time, I was up to, I think, 9 months.
Oh, my God.
This is 9 months of my life spent.
Real time.
Keith the cop is over that. He's into the years. He spent years of his life doing this.
Wow.
Yeah, the longest I've ever spent at one clip playing, over 24 hours.
Straight?
Straight. Nonstop, 24 hours. Sitting there, like, falling asleep on a raid.
You just don't know the time is going by.
You absolutely don't.
Yes, you do.
No.
Although I've been online.
Isn't it true that you could? Isn't it true you could just spend hours just making like stupid arrows and things like that?
There are things that yes, you would spend time making those, but most people spend a lot of the time on the raids. You know, you go on raids with 50, 75 other people, and you got to take down a big dragon.
Computers at home.
Yeah, you got to take down a big dragon. It takes a long time to set up a raid with that many people. You know, you got to get organized, get places, cast your various spells on people. And then you go in and go get them. Then there's resurrecting people that have been killed in battle.
Like, will you tell someone, hey, you take the arrows, and I'll go for the dragon this way?
Everyone has their role, and if you're on a raid, you pretty much know what your role is when you go into it. You don't have to tell everybody. Other people just keep the other guys what they call buffed with spells that make you stronger, and then other people will do the damage. And other people sit back and do the healing. You know, they all know what their roles are.
And does each player have, like, someone holding their head How many arrows? That's awful.
Very entertaining game.
All right, in the third position.
EverQuest 2 coming out very soon, which I will be back into.
Okay, third position for the geekiest hobbies. We're talking about the Trekkies, Anthony. Yes.
Yes, Star Trek.
Star Trek is in the third position, geekiest hobbies.
I think this should have actually been number one because no one is as geeky as a Star Trek geek. When you see people at these conventions gathered around speaking Klingonese.
They don't do that.
Yeah. It is the worst. And as a matter of fact, I have seen a videotape of Big Kev when he went to, where was it?
That would be Universal Studios.
Universal Studios. He was part of this big extravaganza where they dressed him up like a Klingon, and there were other guests of Universal Studios, and they do a movie of you, and he was playing a Klingon, and he was dressed as a Klingon, speaking Klingonese. It is worse than watching Tony Danza.
Can we get the audio of that?
Oh, absolutely.
How does a
we gotta
Klingon
hear that.
speak, if I could hear that?
What's your line? What's your line?
Yeah, give us some Klingonese.
I don't know any Klingonese.
Come on, you do too.
Give us some Klingonese.
Give us the line from your movie.
I don't know the line from the movie, but I do know one line.
All right, what is it?
I can't do it.
Come on.
Yes, you can.
Nuchtach de po.
Oh my God! Everyone's
means?
just looking away.
I already know.
Everyone's just looking away.
I do know what it means. Yes,
I know.
it means I never get pussy and I should be shot.
No,
Isn't that Beam Us Up?
no.
What is
it? Where's the chocolate?
Oh my God!
It's right. Diabetic.
Public
Klingons.
humiliation, 86%. And in this studio, 100%.
Can you give us another line,
No, I
please?
can't.
How does that go again? How does
That's
that go
the only
again?
line you know.
That's the only line.
All right, give it to us again.
Nuchtach de po.
Oy vey.
Wow.
That makes the back of my neck hair stand
Yeah,
up
mine
with,
too.
with horrid.
That's worse than Ashley Simpson doing the Irish jig, I think.
Wow.
All right. And distinguishing characteristics of a Star Trek fanatic: if someone approaches you and they're more machine than man and threatening to assimilate you, it's either a Star Trek enthusiast or an android lost in time. Either way, it's your duty as a human to smash it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
All
a good one. Number 2, furries/plushies.
Yeah, man, this website's dedicated to this thing.
Yeah, I've heard about
these are people. The furries are people who dress like animals to have sex with each other, usually without regard for gender of their mate or the species of their costume.
little pig mask because you're giving head to a guy in a hotel.
No, dude.
Daddy!
No. They dress up like that would be almost normal. They dress up like full stuffed animals,
like Care Bears and things like that, like plushy bunnies. And then they have sex with each
They're
other.
not the people that get the surgery, are they? Like, you know the people that get the surgery and actually have whiskers put on them?
Oh, I've seen that.
Those
No,
assholes.
that's not. They like being live action plush toys.
All right, yeah, here's the deal. So the furries are people that dress up like stuffed animals and have sex with each other, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the plushies, it's a similar hobby, but instead of having sex with nerds dressed as animals, they consummate the relationships with their own stuffed animals.
Yeah, they have sex with stuffed animals. They put them between their legs and push and squeeze and
That's good.
have sex with.
We're going to have to get some links to these websites up on foundyourmusic.com. There's a lot of them out there.
'Cause that doesn't
or
represent-
opieandanthony.com.
That doesn't represent childhood abuse, you know, when you have a little furry animal between your legs and your tear-stricken face is in your pillow and you're humping it until you make a little mess.
That has to be the creepiest hobby of all time, not
And
the
it's
geekiest.
Damage to sex life is actually a negative number in this. -9.
How could it be damage to sex life if they're having sex, though?
Well, I think they damage to sex life with human beings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's over. If you're screwing your stuffed animals, it is over. Yuck.
Oh, my God. You'll know furries and plushies because they'll either be wearing a crotchless panda suit or just a screaming teddy bear firmly against their crotch.
A crotchless panda suit.
Oh, my God. And we thought Jimmy Norton had problems.
Suddenly sounds hot.
There are people that the government should just gas.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like to do? Put on a panda suit and cut out the crotch and get fucked?
Tigger, would you do me from behind, please? Just as Winnie the Pooh. I take it in the ass, please, Piglet.
That's the only time I encourage that is if you put on a Tigger outfit and grab a young tit in Disney. That's kind of acceptable.
I'd give you a handy, but I only have 3 fingers. I'm a kid toucher. Gak, gak, gak. Number 1?
Yeah.
This is really bad.
This is the geekiest hobby.
Live action role playing or LARPing. LARP.
But isn't this like role playing games?
It's like Dungeons
like
and Dragons,
games, except we stand up and you actually not we because I don't.
We and you speak Klingon. This is like Dungeons and Dragons, which you would play in the basement with your dice and the dungeon master and a board and various other accoutrements. But the live action, Opie, you actually act it out. You wear the costumes, you wear the armor, the sword, and you have the battles in real life.
Is this like the Civil War crap?
No.
That's like kind of normal stuff. When you
Civil War thing is actually respectable.
Here, reenact the battles of the Civil War. This isn't this.
Here it is. It's they wrap it up like this. It's like a Renaissance fair and backyard wrestling wrapped up into one.
Swords made of PVC covered with pipe insulation, so you can actually beat each other with them. Oh yeah.
Big Kev, have you done this?
I have not done this. I've seen it done, but I haven't done it.
So it's just live action, like Dungeon and Dragons in a field or something.
Basically, yes.
Where have you seen it done? How do these idiots communicate? They set up a site like we'll meet at the field, and you come in your costume.
You often see a lot of them at these type of
awful expos
at the expos and shows and stuff like that.
Jesus.
So that I guess that is number 1. That's really bad.
They left the best.
If your
one
kid's
off the
doing
list.
this, it's over. Just kill your kid if they're doing this.
You should be happier if he's wearing a black trench coat and celebrating Hitler's birthday in Colorado. That should make you proud of your son.
April 20th.
Is that Hitler's birthday?
Oh, little known fact, yeah.
What
was the one they left off the list?
Collecting toys. They left the best one off the list.
Well, that's what you do, you geek.
Unless
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Scott Peterson. Happy birthday to you. We missed his birthday. It was Sunday. Was Sunday. He's 30 years old.
He said what he wanted for his birthday, I think, was concrete and some chains.
And he said, I got that already. So hard to shop for. Don't need those children's clothes.
Hey, are we getting Eric Logan on the line?
He's in a meeting.
He's in another meeting.
Don't need the little Connor license plate for the back of the bicycle.
Oh.
What is he in a meeting for? Trying to get new buckets? We were trying to get Eric Logan on the show.
Did we turn him off to our program?
He knows we're trying to reach him.
We have a huge XM announcement today. We're all going to the press conference at 1 o'clock.
He needed to get the official press release.
Where is this press conference? At the Marquee? Dude, we don't have that. Don't worry about it. Oh, yeah. Ben's all panicking. Like, yeah, there's just going to be thousands of O&A fans running to the Marquee now.
It's not the Marquee. Get it straight. It's Marquee.
That's why I'm asking you. Where is it?
The Marquee. It's Marquee.
Marquee. What?
Marquee.
By the way, we're going to get the Grand Theft Auto games between 3 and 4 o'clock.
What? Really?
3 and 4 o'clock.
Oh, I only have to hang out in the city until 3 or 4.
We're like under lock and key for some reason.
Yeah, everyone is playing it all over the country, and we don't have our copy. And we're in the stupid game doing a little cameo.
Oh, my God.
Here's some of the guys that actually are in the game that are going to get a copy. They can't even get enough copies to the people that are in the game. You got 2 copies, one for each of you.
We got to get this video of these LARPing, these kids doing the live-action role-playing. Someone just sent me a video clip. Oh, it is so embarrassing. I can't even watch it.
Hit play.
Look at some of this.
Explain what's going on.
They're in the backyard. One guy's dressed up as a huge knight, and he's approaching this other guy, and he just slashed him, and he went down. Now 3 more are bashing the knight with their swords and sticks, and oh my goodness. Wow. They're fighting. They're actually doing like this sword fighting thing badly with bad props.
Oy.
You know what LARPing video I saw that I thought was really funny? Was when the guy dressed up like a truck driver and then a bunch of other people dressed up like savages and beat him in the street and hit him with a toilet seat. That was a fun little LARP.
That was the latest version of Grand Theft Auto. San Andreas. What is this about?
Or when Abner Louima dressed up like a popsicle stick.
God, Jesus.
That was a great one.
Tim from Philly, what's up?
Hey, your last break, I switched over to CNBC, and they had an XM commercial for you guys on there.
said catch the O&A virus, had some clips. About a 15-second spot.
You're kidding?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They're doing some advertising? They're
Stop.
Are they actually throwing us a little bone?
No way.
Oof. All right, cool. Thanks, Tim.
All right, cool.
I want to go LARPing, guys.
Let's go LARPing.
You know, my friend Lacey used to like to LARP. She used to like to pretend she was an anchor.
All right, we have to give up on the Chad bit. Now it's just his phone's battery going dead.
His phone's battery.
So after 3.5 hours, we got to say goodbye to Chad in Sacramento. Thanks for calling the program, Chad. Boy, is he gonna
Lacy away, old chum. Lacy away.
Oh.
Yeah. Popeye with his tattoo of Lacy on his arm.
Well, funny thing, we need one big coffin and one little one.
You are out of your mind.
Why?
We have a
little satin pillow.
Let's take a break. Jesus. We're gonna play What Do We Learn next, man.
Come on! Booyah! Check this out! Rock!
I kick it!
In the hizzy.
I kick it old schooly!
Duh! Word up! Hey, jerk face! Hey, jerk face!
You feel me?
Waka waka waka! Smoke that bitch! How much ass does that kick? Sexy. How much ass does that kick?
Sexy.
East side. Booty. Let's do it. Booty. Booty.
These boobs rock! Is anyone menstruated?
My nipples are hard just thinking about it.
Has everybody gone crazy?
A few checks later. The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're not your job. You're not how much money you have in the bank. You're not the car you drive. You're not the contents of your wallet. You're not your fucking khakis. You're the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
XM48.
Yo, man, this is Phil Austin from Des Moines, Iowa, and I just want to call you and thank you for playing my music on the air and for being the coolest radio station ever. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks, Phil. I'm Pat DiNizio, Program Director for XM Unsigned. You know, that's just the kind of phone call that gladdens our hearts and makes it all worthwhile for us here. Thanks again, Phil. And rest assured, XM will be here to help all unsigned artists and independent record labels. XM Unsigned. You're going to like the way you sound. I guarantee it.
Okay, this is voiceover for 20 on 20 Interactive Countdown. Let's do this. Okay, Jim, we're all set.
In a world where countdowns are king.
Hold it. No in a world, Jim.
What do you mean, no in a world?
No, Jim. We were thinking more like an interactive countdown.
In a time.
No time, Jim. Just make a phone call and vote.
In a land.
No, that's overplayed. We were thinking just go to the website and vote.
In a land before time.
No, it's about an interactive countdown, Jim.
One countdown where your life is no longer your own.
What does that mean?
On the World Wide Web, on the edge of space.
There's no space.
One web address.
No.
One phone number.
I hate you.
Now, more than ever.
Stop it. You're fired.
You're fired.
No, Jim. You're actually fired.
20 on 20. The world's only interactive countdown. Call 1-866-267-0441 or go to 20on20.xmradio.com to vote.
Get out of the booth, Jim.
No, I like it in here.
XM, talk and information. Everything, all the time.
The game that was born on the radio now joins the next generation of radio. XM Satellite Radio is now the official satellite service of Major League Baseball. Starting in 2005, XM will bring you live play-by-play broadcasts of every Major League game all season long, from spring training to the World Series. Now you can hear your hometown team wherever you are, and it's all part of your basic monthly XM plan. Major League Baseball coming to XM in 2005. It's radio to the power of X.
This is XM Satellite Radio. Radio to the power of X. 100 channels of crystal clear digital audio. XM Satellite Radio. Radio to the power of X.
Here we go now.
Would you take your pants off and dance around a little?
No, I'm not going to.
Damn it!
Oh, kill yourself.
Oops.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Let's get right into it. We got a fine young lady outside the studio that wants to do something last minute here. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it happen. Ben's
Good
in the
gosh.
studio. What's going on, Ben?
She's just got to sign a couple papers.
Oh, sign a couple papers. We got 5 minutes left in the
You
show.
got to sign a couple papers.
Why? Is she legal?
She's legal.
All right, if
Signs
she's
the
legal, get her
papers.
in here. What does she want to do, by the way? If
She
she's
doesn't
just
want
coming
to do
in,
the wiffle ball badge.
well, what does she want to do?
I don't know.
Go
Get her
negotiate.
in.
We'll start playing. What do we learn on the
Let her
Opie and
sign on the
Anthony
way
show?
in.
It's Donkey Sausage checking in again, Anthony. I learned that Jimmy thinks the worst thing he's ever done is share a room with Voss.
Mm-hmm.
Chris from Boston, I learned today Opie is the best babysitter ever, and he also learned the Bengals beat the Broncos and the Go-Go's beat Dallas last night, Anthony.
Cringebox learned that tomorrow he can leave the huge battery pack at home. Very good, very good.
Yes.
Learned that Robert Reed, with a cut on his finger, could beat Wolverine in a fight. We did learn that.
Bin's okay from whackbag.com. Today I learned Ashley Simpson's voice has the range of Mark Pereno's sexual preference. Lupo from Jersey, I learned Norton kills in the elevator. Craig from Jersey, I learned that Robert Reed, with a cut on his finger, could beat Wolverine in a fight.
I just did that one.
And, I'm sorry. Did you do this
He
one, too?
certainly did.
Tall man from
Hook
Jersey? I'm not listening today. I learned that Opie and Anthony aren't important enough to get GTA San Andreas before LARPers.
Cage, I learned that Hurricane Tony will sweep your mind away.
That's right. Very distracted. I don't know if we're going to get this girl to do anything last minute here.
Look out, Florida people.
Why? What is there to sign?
I don't know.
What is there to
Everything
sign?
is so
Corporate. Just
corporate
bring her
around
in.
here.
Can't she sign it in here while we're looking at her tits?
Yeah, why not?
Throw her in the bucket of things we could control.
Yeah.
Right.
There's 2 buckets.
There's 2 buckets.
2 buckets.
Right now she's in the bucket of things we can't control.
I want to see the 2 buckets on her chest. Bring her in. Bring her in.
Stop ruining our radio show with this corporate BS.
No, can Ben in his tighty sweater bring her in with that?
You're reaming it.
With his wild hair just bouncing around.
His stupid mutton chops and his Down syndrome glasses.
He's herky and jerky and all over the...
Where is she? What is she
What's
signing?
going on?
What, did she spill your coffee? You had a beater?
So we don't get in trouble, you know?
We have to take the...
no.
Dude,
Who's here? There's no one here.
Do the math. Look at the clock. We don't have much
She's gonna
time.
be ready in about a minute.
And what is she going to do?
What is she going to do?
What is she going to
She's not going to
do?
do the wiffle ball bat.
So what is she going to do?
What is she going to do?
I think she's going to get naked for Jim.
Oh, really? Are we going to LARP? Like maybe somebody plays a pinball machine?
Let's go to Rob from Long Island. What did you learn on the show
Let's
today?
LARP.
Rob,
Okay,
go.
I learned that you guys have 2 buckets. One's filled with things you can control, and the second bucket's filled with Norton's plummeting T-cell count.
Nice.
Yes.
He learned that, yes. Let's go to Mike. What did you learn, Mike?
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Norton, you are awesome, dude.
Thank you, mister.
You know, and you guys ought to play a tape back of Norton's voice every now and again, because every now and again he gets that Daffy Duck sound going. You could so work at Disney, dude, and be copping free fills all day long.
I know. I do Daffy Duck because the girls think it's cute.
Hey, I learned today that me having sex with my kids' stuffed animals isn't a perverted activity.
Holy
Very nice.
All right, enough of you, dude. This really hot blonde just walked into the studio.
She sure is
Wow.
lovely.
Hi.
Hello, miss.
Hey, who are you?
And you're legal, huh?
Yes, I'm legal.
Wow.
And she's holding her barely legal magazine.
Oh!
Is that you?
Yes, I was in Playboy lingerie.
Holy Toledo.
That's Playboy lingerie.
And what's your name?
Elizabeth Snow.
And that's the latest issue of Playboy lingerie?
This is July, August.
Right.
And I'm in for a contest for 2005's Hottest Girls. There's 50 girls, and they narrow it down to 20.
Wow. You win.
So I'm working on it.
Can I look at that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, lovely.
Why do you want to look at the
The
magazine
girl's
when
right in front of you.
She's right there.
And
you
he's
idiot.
looking
She's
at the
wearing
magazine.
clothes right now. I'd rather see. No offense. I mean, she's lovely, but look at these.
Yeah, can we take a peek? We only have like 5 minutes left of the show.
Oh, what a
Oh.
hiney.
Shirt's so hard to put back on.
That's all right.
You could just leave it off then. Why not?
I got nice.
Wow.
You certainly do have nice bosoms.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Are they real?
Yeah.
They sure are lovely.
Those are not real,
Yeah.
are they?
No,
I don't
Of
believe
course
They're
not.
not.
Yes.
They're not real.
They look
They're a
real.
good job.
But that's a
They
great
are very
job.
good.
That's a very
Wow,
nice
wait.
Why
job.
don't you show the guys behind the glass over
Yeah,
there?
can you show
They're
the interns?
freaking out.
She's a very tall blonde. How tall are you? How tall are you there?
I'm 5'9.5".
5'9.5". You got the blue eyes? I can't tell. Sort of.
Yes.
Blue
they're
contacts?
Blue. No, they're blue.
Very blue. All right.
Irish girl.
Nice.
There you go. That means she drinks.
I like that.
That's
Steve
good.
is
Nice.
filming. He'll put this up on FoundryMusic.com. We really don't have a lot of clips from our radio show up there yet.
No, not yet.
Like the old days. The video used to be just all over the place.
Are you wearing a thong, miss?
Nothing's happening.
Can I ask if you're wearing a thong? Not to be personal.
Why are you buttoning up?
Yeah, why are you putting back your bustier?
Actually, I am. I don't wear underwear ever,
Ooh.
but I have a bathing suit bottom on because I just got done going somewhere and we had to rush here, so I left the bottoms on.
Oh, that's convenient.
Well, why don't we take a look at
But I
that?
never wear
Can we see that? Just not to be dirty, but just because.
Yeah. All right.
We're LARPing.
We just want to make sure that you have a bathing suit on and that you're not
Make
lying
sure
to
I'm
us.
not lying.
Yeah.
Can we LARP? I want to pretend I'm a guy who's whacking off.
Hey, look at that little thong.
Oh, my God.
Bikini bottom. Very nice.
That's
Very nice. The guys in the other room like that, yes?
Big log fly out of there.
Thank you.
Wow, bravo.
Is that all we're getting today?
What else is there? Show the top and the bottom.
Well, she showed the bottom. Opa's trying to sing.
We're trying
Oh,
to
I got you.
Opie.
Okay.
It's not necessary.
Opie wants to guess your age. Remember that old gag, Ope?
That's a great old gag.
Mm.
No? Want to thank Sal from Philly for coming by with this fine.
Where's your contest, miss?
It's online. I didn't know there was a contest. I went on a search. My friend went on a search engine on Google to find it. They put my name in and Playboy, and it came up for the contest. So,
Of course you don't know. You're blonde.
It's all the girls of the whole year, and
Yeah.
50 only made it for the finals, I guess. And they vote down the 50 to 20.
No one cares.
And you're in there. Yes. Nice. There
So
you
where
go.
can they go? www what?
I guess you go to Playboy.com, and they have special editions. You go on the special editions and look for the contest.
And what's your name?
Elizabeth Snow.
Elizabeth Snow.
Is that your real name?
No.
Of course not.
Of course it isn't.
Elizabeth Snow is a very pretty girl, though.
Elizabeth is my real middle name, if that counts.
Oh, there you go.
Of course that counts.
That's nice.
Are you voting in the election a week from today?
Ooh.
Yes, I am.
All right. Who are you voting for?
That's the presidential election, right?
Oh.
Yeah. That's the one where we pick our president.
Eric Logan wants more politics on the O&A show, so let's ask the
There you
fine
go.
Elizabeth Snow who she's voting for on Tuesday.
I want to vote for Kerry.
And why?
I just think that he's probably a little better for the country. Everything's kind of going downhill with Bush, so I'm hoping that
So you don't like Bush?
it's not that I don't like him.
Downhill with Bush. You're talking about the Playboy thing, or are you talking about
or the fact that all the girls today are now sporting wood floors?
Right.
Down with Bush.
Down with Bush.
Yes.
What?
She doesn't have a wood floor. She has a little thin line of hair over, which is.
Oh, you have the landing strip?
I saw the picture.
It's
So-
not in the picture.
It certainly is.
Let me see.
Hey, could you show our?
That's not
yours.
Can you show our?
See, I don't have anything in those pictures.
Oh, no, I looked at the wrong.
You were looking at a wrong vagina, weren't you?
Yeah, I know. I couldn't tell.
They all look the same.
Yeah, one Mr. Ed Mouth is the other Mr. Ed Mouth.
The girl only has curly hair, and I have straight hair.
No, I just.
Yeah, what were you
got up
looking
for the
at?
photo.
Hey, Elizabeth, could you show this guy? I don't want to give his name out because his wife's probably listening. He kind of runs the whole XM New York office, and
Okay.
I'm sure he hasn't seen a piece of ass like this in many years. So could you please just show him?
Especially since I've been married 22 years. Yeah.
Oh.
Could you show him your hiney?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Again. Well, he actually wants to see the
He's
top
been looking
part.
at a guy with an awful comb over for the last 2 years.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Very pretty girl.
Very pretty girl. Very lovely.
Well, that was a casual rapist thing to say. Very pretty girl.
Can you show him the top part too? Okay. All right.
It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
Precious.
My shirt back up. Only if you're buttoning my shirt back up.
Oh, all right. Jimmy will do that for you. No
No, I
problem.
can't do that.
All right. There's Elizabeth showing the guy that runs this New York facility her lovely
They did a
boobies.
bang-up job there,
Well, I believe
must say. They look very natural.
Because they went under the muscle, Anthony. That's the way to go these days,
Into
right?
the armpit? No, or through the nipple?
Underneath.
Underneath there, sure. Yeah, keep feeling them up there.
And
Very
she
nice.
keeps them all nice and supple.
Yes.
So I'm moving them.
And
What
you're-
size were you before you got those?
I was a small B, and they made me a large C.
A small B?
And now a large C.
Yeah. And usually sailing gets really hard. But
Yeah.
it's actually really
That's not the only thing that gets hard.
Yeah, there you go, Opie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Captain Obvious today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth Snow.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
having me in.
you were definitely a good sport. It's Elizabeth Snow, everyone. We'll have some video up on FoundryMusic.com and OpieandAnthony.com. We do have to get out of here because we're going to this very exciting press conference at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
At Marquee.
I just want to say my daughter also got implants, everybody. I just want to bring that up. They look great and feel great, I got to say.
And I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh,
XM's
right.
Big announcement right around the corner.
Did he count down yet with his fingers?
Huh?
Oh, 10? Are we at 10? Where are we? I have to know exactly.
He doesn't
10,
know.
5
seconds.
4.
All right. We'll see
3.
you guys
Okay, see you
tomorrow.
Right.
Wah, wah, wah.
Who's this?
I was walking down the street, and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans!" So I did. And he plummeted 17 floors and was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O-Day virus.